scouters say about their subscriber count?
It's 9,010.
Wait, so you mean?
Yes, Nappa. It's over.
It's over?
It's over 8,000!
What Wait, what?
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been eating fried chicken sandwiches all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black on the Black Times, Infinity. I'm your host. The dude who's trying to come to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit. On my left, oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
I'm calling it now. In a few years, we will see a movie called The Legend of Juicy Smoulier.
This motherfucker on my far right, engineering on the ones that choose choke me on the 3 the 4 Chronos.
I got nothing else to say since what he just said. What the fuck?
Last but not least, we got your boy Blue on the mic.
Hey, when you introduce me, just say my name is Blue.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
with smooth R&B.
No, that was a Joker
That's
reference.
Joker reference.
Yeah.
Call me the Joker.
Stitches in the wind. Dealing with baby stuff or whatever.
Something.
He dealing. But we up in here. Another Wednesday goddamn night.
Dude, what episode are we on? Like
227.
300?
goddamn.
5011?
We've been at this for a while, guys.
Yeah, we have obviously way more content than that out there.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
like a whole fucking
I
bunch.
think we have like over 800 videos on YouTube.
God damn, is it that much?
Yeah.
we
Oh, with all the reaction shit, I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
Obviously, we slowed down, but we'll get back to it
Hell yeah.
eventually.
The internet asking about us. They mad too.
Mm-hmm.
They're still saying, "Oh, you're talking over all the videos." I'm just like, "Did you come for the video? Did you come for the fucking?" Come on, man.
Even with the warning. All right, whomstead have we got up in the chat with us?
First in the chat would be King Arthur. What's going on? Good to see you again. And listener of the week would be Christy Ragna.
Ooh, new name.
Yep.
Love it.
Is it Ragnaroff?
No, Ragna.
Oh, okay.
You put
Thank
an
you
F
for-
in Ragnarok.
Thank you
I
for
love
listening.
that.
We definitely appreciate it.
Gotta put that blacklist.
I wonder if this person's from Romania because she has the exact amount of listens as the entire country of Romania.
We
So-
represent over there.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome if you are from Romania.
It's fucking cool. Every time you say a fucking new country or something, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn. You know what I mean? That reach, though.
We are around the world.
Hey, we're doing pretty well in the UK too. Holy
Hell
shit.
Yeah, man. They love us.
How they say hi in the UK?
This motherfucker.
Just hi?
Let's go on. Let's see overall, like, what I wonder, like, of all time, who's the top three. It is United States, UK, and Canada.
Oh,
Look at
shit.
that.
All right.
What's all about?
Yeah.
English-speaking world. Old Ninja. You usually pour out some type of malt beverage that's bad for your health. What are you doing this week?
Let's see. We'll pour out some Four Loko
God damn.
for Jesse Combs.
Homesteader.
She was on Mythbusters, sorry.
Oh,
And she was also a race car driver. She died in a race car accident. She was driving a supersonic vehicle made from the fuselage of a jet engine.
God damn.
She broke a speed record, but unfortunately, it cost her her life.
Fuck.
I think those
she
things
was
will have, like, ejector seats, but they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going, like, I don't know, 300 plus miles per hour over land, it's like, shouldn't you have, like, some kind of way to get out, that motherfucker?
Yeah,
In
but
case someone wrong, like, the brakes, like, just think if the brakes went out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? For any reason. Like, what are you going to do?
So
Gone.
she had attempted this last year, and the vehicle she was in, the doors ripped off.
Oh, fuck.
It malfunctioned, so they stopped before she could break the record. So the record that she was trying to break was going over 512 miles per hour
It's all on land. That's fucking insane.
on land.
Damn.
Yeah, on land. So
It's like in
basically,
the Salt Flats area or whatever?
yeah, somewhere away from like the public.
Well, that's a soft flats. So there's not many places where you can go 500 miles per hour on land
Yeah.
and not hit something.
Yeah.
Well, like, how big does that area have to be? Because 500
It's
miles an
really
hour,
weird.
it's like,
Yeah, you need.
you blink and you're fucking already in, like, Mexico or some shit.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, we're joking, but R.I.P. to her. Like,
yeah, I mean, she.
that's sad. She was young.
Yeah, she was 35.
But she's not the main girl from the Mythbusters, right?
No.
Okay, not, was it?
She came in, Carrie Byron.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
came
yeah.
in later.
Okay,
They
okay.
call it the Cumulator.
Yeah, she was on there for a long time, though. I remember watching her.
Yeah, I think I'm really talking about. She was, like, older. Wasn't she older? No.
35, she's
They had a few, yeah, they had a few people that came through that show.
Yep. She was on
But they
for
had the extra
forever.
3 estate, yeah.
Okay, so the Bonneville Salt Flats are about 12 miles long and 5 miles wide.
Whoa.
So,
Is that... Whoa.
Yeah, that's like a second like going 500 miles an hour.
It's like no time for any kind of mistakes. Like especially going 500 miles per hour.
Yeah, no shit.
That's you're going what? You're going 10 miles a second. Yeah, she could have been there. That's 10 miles a second. Yeah.
Look at that quick math. I love it. All right.
Oh yeah, she was in what is it? Near Oregon? Is near
Oregon.
Well, I'm looking at Bonneville Sod Flats. I don't know where she was.
She was 90 miles south of Burns, Oregon.
They don't tell you like where exactly she was. I mean, that's.
Alvord Desert.
Okay.
Alvord.
We're learning on this podcast on the fly.
Yeah, it just says 90 miles south of Burns, Oregon, but that's the name of this desert. Oh, she was 39, not 35. Still.
Okay, yeah.
He's Googling it for those who are only on
desert.
the.
Yeah, for those of you on audio only, while there's like a dead silence.
We're all curious.
That's still, it's 12 by 7 miles.
God damn, that's small.
So that's not a whole lot of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not a lot of room.
Let me just make sure I'm not reading this wrong. Yeah, 12 by 7. That's like. Yeah, that's like a second.
How you going 500 miles an hour?
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if she's going that fast, like that's a blink of a fucking eye.
I'm sorry, it's a minute. You have a couple seconds to get up to speed, and then a minute to go at speed, and then you have to shut it down. And
I mean
that's not a lot.
Even the braking when you're at 500 miles an hour, you need a lot of room to brake.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But
Well, R.I.P. Anybody else you got?
No.
Well, I'm not gonna even say.
What were you gonna say? You were gonna do some shady shit, weren't you?
I was gonna say she's also the fastest woman to die.
God
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Amelia Earhart. I mean, she might have gone. No, actually, no.
She might have
just
just
found her
crashed.
body.
That was
Right?
back in the day.
Yeah.
So.
All right. God damn. Where I want to start first? Blue, you had something in mind?
Did you?
Did you?
Not really, but
Oh, you gave me that look.
well, no, I was just looking at the paper.
Okay.
All right. Why don't we just start with the big shit?
Do the big shit, old ninja.
The Joker trailer. Let's talk about that.
That was big shit?
Yeah, I mean, for you, I guess.
Seemed like it was pretty big shit, period.
Have you seen it? The trailer?
Yeah, I just watched it.
I just watched it too.
Just before the cast.
What'd you think, Blue? You the big Batman guy?
You know what? When they first showed the first trailer, I was like, I don't know about this. It looked kind of stupid, and seeing him like dance around in his underwear looks like fucking weird as hell. But this one actually got my attention. It seemed you got to see a little bit more of the crazy of Joker, and just the end credits of him, like not the end credits, but the scene at the end where he's about to go into a talk show and he tells them like, "Hey, make sure you introduce me as Joker." I was like, "Fuck, that's dope." But like, you just see how he progresses. Like he starts off as like the trailer starts off with him making fun, like joking around with this little kid, and the mom's like, "Hey, leave my kid alone." And you just see him start having like a bad day, but then you start seeing him fucking changing and becoming more cynical. You don't see him do any cynical shit, but you can see that the cynical undertones are fucking there, especially with like him putting on his makeup and like him practicing his laughing and shit like that. I thought it was fucking a great trailer, to be honest.
Kronos, get in here. What'd you think?
I liked it too. I mean, I like it especially because it doesn't look anything like the DCU movies, except for, Aquaman and Wonder Woman. But it looks like a real serious movie about some guy that keeps having a string of fucked up days, and he just goes over the edge. It's almost like, what was the old movie?
Falling Down?
Falling Down, yeah.
Oh,
where just
shit.
Dude
Michael
had enough.
Douglas.
Forgot about that
It's
movie.
time for everybody to fucking die.
Yeah.
It has that kind of vibe to it. But so
Yeah.
it seems like more serious, because Falling Down was like, some of it's kind of funny,
Mm-hmm.
but this one seems kind of serious. You know what
It's
I
been
mean?
a while since I've seen it. I have to go back to it. But I remember liking it a lot, Falling Down.
Like when he goes and like, what is he went to like
He goes with gangsters, doesn't he?
he goes to gangster with like a bag full of guns.
Oh,
and,
that's right, yeah.
and then he goes in like a bank or like a fast food place with a bunch of guns and shit.
God
And he's having like a serious argument over some bullshit.
Yeah.
But in Joker, it's not. It seemed like way more serious than that. Him just getting like they have him trying to be a clown, and he's getting shut on being a clown, and then him doing a stand-up routine, and then what's that guy's name? That famous actor.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro's in it, and he's making fun of him for not being funny and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it looks pretty good.
Here's what I give credit for. This is another true rated R movie.
Yes.
And we've never seen rated R Joker. I know people have said, hey, we've seen Leto and obviously Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson do it. None of those movies have been rated R.
No, there's
this
no
is
blood.
true rated R.
No
Yeah.
blood.
He's going to do some sick, violent, evil, twisted shit in this. We know it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gotten this hard R rating.
Well, we hope so. I mean, it can still suck. We're hoping.
That's true.
Well, I'm not saying whether it's going to be good or not yet, just quite yet. I'm just saying it got an R rating because it has some kind of violence in there.
Wait, I'm sorry. You just said you don't think this is gonna, or you're not sure if this is gonna be good or
I
not.
said I'm not saying it's going to be
I'm
good
not
or
sure. I
not.
said that.
But weren't you the one saying this is gonna get Oscars?
I believe it has a good chance of doing that. That's just my belief. But what I was trying to say is the R rating is for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Still.
and the R rating means that there's going to be some hardcore violence and shit in here. What you think?
This is my own personal thing. I kind of want this movie to fail just so I can rub this in the Oathbreaker's face so he can take another 2019 L. But this film does look like, it looks like it's got my attention. I saw more of what looks like what he starts is a movement, because you see people with clown masks.
Yeah.
You see people like in some kind of rally or almost a riot type thing, and they're wearing clown masks, and then he tries to blend in, looking like everyone else. So it's like, it looks like he gets beaten down and then brings himself back up with this like crazy, like possibly anarchist movement that people get behind. And this might be interesting. And now I know people that we know that are like in and out of the industry, other podcasters, they know about the director, Todd Phillips. He's most famous for doing the Hangover films, and what's the other one? Road Trip. So It's like, how is it that you're gonna take this guy to make a serious movie about the Joker? Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see in October. I mean, right now it definitely has my attention. This could be interesting. I don't know if any of the Bat family will be in this. I highly doubt it now.
Well, in the first trailer, they hinted at, like, there's a scene where he's in front of a gate and he's like putting a smile on this little kid's face, and people are saying that was Bruce Wayne, that he was doing that to.
That's kind of a stretch,
That's
though.
a stretch, because they're
But
usually.
it looked like Bruce Wayne. It was a little kid in like a little suit, and he had like black hair.
It looked like Bruce Wayne, a white kid.
Yeah,
Little white kid with a smile.
But like he was behind like a fence that looked like a fence for a mansion. So you would assume that it was Bruce Wayne.
I mean,
Actually, I think it's in IMDb. The
Okay.
little kid was listed as being Bruce Wayne. So let me look and double check.
Yeah, double check
we do know for sure that this is in Gotham, because in the very first trailer we see Arkham Asylum, and then we hear a voiceover about people saying what's going on in Gotham.
I think what's
this is definitely a DC film,
What's more? Well, of course.
Why
Jesus
would
Christ.
you say that?
because some people are not. Believe it or not, some people don't get it. They
Some
don't
people wouldn't think
understand.
it's a DC film, even though it's called The Joker.
Some people don't.
Those are dumb people.
Yeah, those people are stupid. Yeah.
My biggest thing for this is the time period. Like, this
Oh.
seems
Like
like
a long
it's
time
in
ago.
the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Yeah.
that's a different take as well.
You
But
know
well-
what? I didn't even think
Well,
about
then
that.
again,
That's a good point.
a lot of fashion stuff is coming back. But then again, like in the TV show Gotham, it had a feel of like being in like that time period, but it still.
But they have
was
cell
kind of,
phones.
yeah, they had like cell phones
exactly.
and stuff.
So it could be a mashup. You're right, but
It's-
I mean, I think I saw some cop cars that looked like 70s
Yeah,
era as
they do.
well.
They
not
have some
just the
that are-
costumes.
Are you talking about the Joker film or Gotham?
Well, I was talking about the
and-
Joker film. in the
Okay,
trailer.
yeah, because in Gotham it's weird, because if you look, they have cell phones, but they all have flip phones.
Oh, wow.
None of them have like smartphones.
So I'm checking out IMDb. So somebody's being cast as Thomas Wayne. We have an Alfred,
Okay.
and we have a young Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah,
they.
but I kind of wish I didn't know that. But you done put it out there. All right.
Okay.
No, it's interesting.
The more you know.
I don't believe some of the people online completely dismissing, especially after this most recent trailer, as saying, "Oh, I'm completely not interested. I don't see Batman." Now this looks interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people are like, it's hard to do a Joker film without Batman, but I mean, now that Blue put it out there, we're gonna see the Waynes in some shape
Well,
or
I
form.
mean, they did Venom without a fucking Spider-Man,
Sure
which
did.
I thought was
Yeah.
fucking impossible, and it did really well.
Yep.
So, I mean, it did as well as Spider-Man films,
Yeah,
which is ridiculous to me, but
Yeah.
yeah.
it worked. We'll see. And I think Venom actually had one of the records for like an October release. This is obviously coming out
did.
in October, so
Oh,
we'll
and
see if this has a potential to beat that October.
We got Morbius coming as well.
Is that this year? No way.
No,
No,
but it's
no.
coming. It's they're in post production.
Well, I think with like all these movies, like Venom and even Joker, I predict that the Joker will do way better overseas than it does in America.
Oh yeah.
Because I think there's like a trend that I've noticed with like overseas movies, is that when you, especially with like a lot of comic book movies, or like the ones that we think aren't going to do well, and like Fast and Furious, is because overseas they're not like as deep into like American culture as like we are, and they're not deep into comic books like we are. And so when you have something like Venom, it's like, oh, it's another comic book movie, so we're gonna go watch it. They don't care that it has nothing to do with like they're missing all these certain cues and stuff like that. And like Fast and Furious, it's just like for them, it's like a slice of Americana.
Sure.
For us, it's just like, I love him though, but
No, I get that completely. The thing that I found as a common thread for all of those other movies is all of those are PG-13, and I don't know if does China always do the rated R ones over there.
So China, they have to pick and choose their movies. So that's a good point. So they can only have so many movies, so many American movies in their box office
Yeah.
at certain times. So
And I know they use I believe the overwhelming majority are PG-13, but I don't know if they have any R. Maybe they do, maybe they
probably
don't.
do. I know there's
Probably
a lot of
do.
censorship
Yeah,
over
there's
there.
probably like a handful of R's.
Okay.
Mostly, yeah, for sure, mostly PG-13. Because if you think about it, how many PG movies even come out anymore?
PG or PG-13?
PG.
A lot. What are you
Yeah,
talking
like
about?
all the
You don't have
kids, all the
kids.
documentaries.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just looking at Venom's box office numbers, and
800 million.
yeah, they're 800 million, but it tends to seem foreign make up 75% of that.
Oh yeah.
But I will say that's even true for the MCU.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you look at, I think it was Endgame doing 2.8 billion, and 70% of that was overseas too.
Yeah.
So, we will fucking see. It definitely had good buzz. Did you find something, Kronos?
Yeah, I'm trying to look up. They have a lot of movies that are actually banned, and
China don't play.
some of them are like ridiculous.
Yep.
Like, I'm looking back in like first movies, like the Ten Commandments was banned
God damn.
Damn.
because it's superstitious films.
Oh.
That is hilarious. Same thing with Ben-Hur, Frankenstein,
Ben-Hur.
Alice in Wonderland. I'm trying to get back to modern times. Hold on.
What-
I thought I saw that. What's it called? Yeah, Deadpool was one of them. They got banned.
And that was a
They
rated
got
R
banned
one.
due to violence, nudity, graphic language,
What is this?
and they couldn't remove it.
This is interesting. I'm looking at like the box office number by countries for Venom, and China actually wasn't that high.
Was it Japan?
No,
Korea?
it was shit. I just saw it. Where was it? Indonesia.
Oh,
Wait, no. Wait, doesn't wait? No, it doesn't make
Indonesia.
sense. What the hell?
what?
Never mind. So they have percentages on here, and the percentages doesn't equal like the value, but
Yeah.
it's all
This-
fucking weird.
This is the best one I've read
What you
so
got?
far. Christopher Robin, the 2018
Winnie
Winnie
the
the Pooh
Pooh?
movie. It was there was no official.
know why.
Yeah, I know why too. There was no official reason given denying the film's release. But images of Winnie the Pooh were censored and banned since 2017 after social media users compared Winnie the Pooh to the Chinese leader Xi Jinping.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember
damn.
that.
He gets
That's pretty much that.
extra salty about that.
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
And they've edited a bunch of movies too.
That's some Trump shit.
That's hardcore.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we'll fucking see with Joker. You know what I mean? We got a few more weeks, but yeah, this trailer has me fucking hyped. I'm gonna see it opening weekend.
So I think for the Joker, they need to not release any more trailers. That should be it.
I tend to agree with you. Just play this one on
If,
loop.
if they release another one, then that could hurt it, I think.
You don't want to give too much.
They're really strict on some of these.
What you got? You
Yeah,
got
they've
a
literally edited a bunch of movies,
Oh, yeah.
and the ones that they can't edit enough, they'll just toss all together. It's just like, wow, this is like Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. They edited a scene out of that
What?
where
the
they
fuck?
enjoy an eyeball feast, and they cut it out. It was just
That's interesting.
it's
Too
a
weird.
PG-13 movie
Yeah,
in America.
they don't like it.
That didn't even do that well over here. Sam Jackson's in that film.
Good shit.
Hmm.
Weird
So-
cultural stuff. All right.
The other big shit.
Yes.
this-
yes.
So this past weekend, because there was a lot of shit that happened. But we're going to talk about one big event that happened in Anaheim, which we did not attend. We're just getting information like the rest of y'all, but we finna talk about it. Was
Yep.
Disney's annual D23. It's a Disney Expo.
What does the 23 stand for?
I have
Just
no
gonna
fucking
ask that.
idea. No idea, because it was D23 last year.
Okay, so it's not the year.
Yeah, I don't think it's the year.
There's
but-
probably some nerd out there that's mad. But why don't you understand about Disney? Listen,
Yeah,
we don't need to.
Yeah,
We take our kids to Disneyland. We watch some Disney movies with our kids, but other than that, we're not.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
for the name D3 refers to D for Disney and 23 for 1923, the year Walt Disney founded the company.
there you
Makes
go.
perfect sense.
D23.
Is that the year you also hated the Jews?
Oh,
Oh, that was from day one.
damn.
Yeah, Walt Disney has a whole racist ass history. You
Yeah,
can
it's
look that
probably-
up later.
We don't hate the Jews.
World War
I think the
I.
Jews are pretty cool. Like, that's the weirdest thing that I don't get about like some white folks that are racist against Jewish people. It's like, why are you racist against them? Like, I still don't understand that.
Well,
So
well,
what?
there's some Arab folks that are. There's
Yeah,
some,
there's a lot of
yeah,
folks.
yeah,
When I see just like plain
Yeah.
white bread white folks that are
Yeah.
like, man, fuck the Jews. I'm just like,
Like how? I
why?
mean,
Like, what did they do?
from-
anti-Semitism
is
world
real.
wild.
Yeah.
My thing is like, if you take one white person who's like, I hate Jews, and I'm like, all right, well then point out a Jew from these group of white folks over here.
Yeah, you can't.
How can you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do they know? They don't know. The only way they, I guess, potentially know is if they ask their name, and if their like last name sounds Jewish, I guess, then they're a Jew.
That's not even a
It's
good
just,
way.
it's
It's,
silly.
I'm like, how do you even know? Like, is there some kind of Jew detector?
I know it goes back to like some Bible.
It is-
stuff.
it
I'm
is
just
biblical.
Like,
It
even
is
that doesn't make
biblical.
sense because wasn't Jesus a Jewish guy?
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Yes, he
I don't-
was.
I don't understand it.
And wasn't Hitler a Jewish guy?
No,
I
don't think
so
he was.
Some historians are saying
They're saying he was born into a Jewish family.
Yeah, I have heard that, but okay, hold on. We're getting way off track for D23. Goddammit.
Yeah,
That's-
bringing it back.
Hold on, that's a word phrase that you use there. He was born into a Jewish family. That's like somebody saying me born into a black family. I'm black. Like nobody says that you're born into a black family.
Well, some people say that you're born into a Methodist family, so people see Judaism
religious side.
as
but
a
it's-
religious thing.
Well, it's religious and ethnicity.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's a weird
That's
one.
so fucking
yeah,
weird.
that is weird. That's what I'm
Because you could have
saying.
Sammy Davis Jr. being black,
Yeah.
but converted to Judaism. D23, goddammit!
Isn't-
Holy
wasn't-
fucking shit!
Wasn't Lenny Kravitz too? Isn't he Jewish? All right.
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
His dad
is
is
Jewish.
actually Jewish and his mom African.
But would he be full Jewish if he was under the Jewish faith?
Doesn't matter.
So it's actually on the maternal side.
God dang.
But okay,
Disney
see-
D23.
D23.
Fuck your feelings.
I didn't-
Back
I
into
I didn't know how the Jewish thing works.
Nah, I don't care anymore. If you got,
I need to watch more Broad City.
all I know is
It's hilarious.
all I know is Daphne Rosen is Jewish. I don't care. She's got fat ass anime titties. That's how much that matters. D23. Day one, they dropped a bunch of
What
Marvel.
about the dreidel though?
Yeah.
I'm just
And the
kidding.
yarmulke.
Festival of Lights.
Go
man.
ahead.
It's important.
Hey, isn't that Destiny? Anyway, the first night that I picked up on was Friday night. They dropped a bunch of new MCU series for Disney Plus. They announced the Miss Marvel series, a She-Hulk series, and then Moon Knight series, which is surprising to me.
All with no trailers.
No trailers, just like a marquee, but whatnot. No casting news as far as I know. But
Yeah, that was also weird. Because I was
Yeah.
like, well, who is She-Hulk then? Who's playing?
yeah, I'm like, it better be Gina Carano. That's all I'm saying.
Well, people were partitioning, or at least there's some fan art out there with,
petitioning.
what's the girl's name from The Night Nurse from Daredevil?
Oh, Rosario
Yeah.
Dawson.
My Canadian girlfriend.
Yeah, somebody had her in green and looking damn
She-
good.
She's already like Claire Temple, and she has a.
It don't
fairly-
matter. That's no more.
Yeah,
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 more,
fucking-
but-
That never happened. It
Captain
kinda
America
racist.
used to be
Yeah.
Firestorm, whatever.
If Marshall Ali can play 3 different MCU characters,
Shit, yeah.
Then
boy.
Yeah,
Blade
hey,
2.
Alfred Word played 2 different MCU
That's
characters.
true.
he was also in Into the Spider-Verse. People always forget about that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was,
Okay.
and it was Copperhead.
But Spider-Verse
that's-
wasn't
that's not
technically
MCU.
Well, he was still
It's
a
still
Marvel
Marvel.
character.
Still Marvel, yeah.
It should be MCU.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's
Ryan
a different
Reynolds,
universe.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
So why couldn't it be?
Yeah.
So yeah, so basically announcements for series, no casting news, but coming to Disney Plus.
Are these now? These are all going to be just like the whole Falcon Bucky.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Wait,
it
is
could
it?
be. Go ahead.
Isn't Moon Knight? Isn't he a villain?
No, he's
no.
he's apparently he has mental health issues,
Yep.
but he's a hero.
I thought he was a. I guess I think I'm confusing with the DC villain. What was the guy's name? He's able to copy moves.
Oh, Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
He's Marvel.
No. Yeah, Taskmaster. He was
Yeah.
in Spider-Man game, right? In the Spider-Man 4?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Taskmaster.
I think out of these 3 shows, I think that Miss Marvel will probably do the best.
Yeah.
She-Hulk-
Apparently, she has a huge following.
Yeah, she does. But She-Hulk, I mean, it depends on how they write her because her last run of comics was straight up trash. I trashed them like continuously since it came out because it had 4 or 5 issues that came out, and she didn't Hulk out once. So if it's about Jennifer or whatever her last name is,
Walters.
Jennifer Walters just being a lawyer, you can miss me with that bullshit. Like seriously, miss me with that bullshit. She needs to be out there Hulk smashing shit and like going buck wild on villains, not doing paperwork and talking in front of judges.
You know me, I have zero confidence that Marvel's going to do the Hulk right, even if whether She-Hulk or not. I'll believe it when I fucking see it. In terms of them, they lost all credibility with me when it comes to all things Hulk. But I'm curious about the fucking casting for She-Hulk. I think that she's a great character. I've wanted to see her in the MCU for a while now.
Yeah.
And I think that she could, if done right, she could be fucking awesome from not only just a lawyer standpoint, but also a really kick-ass, strong female character that smashes people.
And then they could also bring the relationship with Rhodey in.
They could certainly do that.
Some more screen time.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, even just the whole cousin of Bruce Banner thing is captivating if done right. But you got to have the look right. You have to have either that combination of CGI and the right actress in the role.
She's got to be CGI.
Now, do we know if it's going to be animated or if it's going to be live action?
Oh, that's a good question. I believe they're all live action.
Okay.
It's just weird. Watch they cast Christina Ricci as a She-Hulk.
Christina Ricci.
I'll fucking laugh. Oh, man. I will fucking laugh.
No.
Well, she was at Silicon Valley Comic Con last year looking fucking hot.
She was cute. She had a lot of several stuff to say about Hollywood, though. She was cool.
I think for the most part, people know the least about Moon Knight.
Yeah,
me,
I would
me
say.
too. Really. I mean, I haven't read too much in the comics.
I mean, I know about him, but he just didn't seem that interested in me. I know he's got a fan base or whatnot, but I'm just like,
Everything's got a fan base. People like America.
Yeah.
yeah.
Squirrel Girl. Or,
Yeah. I mean, I think out of these, Miss Marvel will probably do the best.
Yeah.
Camilla Khan, she has a very, very vocal fan base.
The only reason why I slightly struggle with her, just from a personal note, and I've tried to read her books. They're not bad, but I struggle with two things. Like the Rogues Gallery, I still don't quite see with her. And I haven't read it in a while.
You just don't like the fact that she's a fan of Captain Marvel.
No, it really isn't. It actually isn't that. And then, but secondly, remember, Disney has to kind of make everyone forget, and maybe people have forgotten about like that whole Inhumans TV show on ABC.
Was she
And
even
remember,
in it?
huh?
Was she even in it?
No,
No,
she's
but
not in
this
it.
is the second time they're ever mentioning in live action Inhumans again,
I think.
and so you got to explain that world a little bit.
This is the best way to like introduce that. I think with her because it'll introduce the humans to a younger audience and people that'll be more receptive to change and not even be comic book readers. So I think it could be good.
So they have already introduced the Inhumans outside of the show. They're first introduced on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Sure.
And they have the Terrigen Mist. So on the show, there's Inhumans. There's people that have powers, and S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to either help them, either recruit them, help them out in their own lives, or like put them in jail, pretty much. And so if they make reference and link the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Camilla Khan, maybe we'll see.
Isn't it
If
Kamala Khan or
Kamala
something?
Khan, yeah, I'm sorry. Or if they just make her a mutant.
That's what I was gonna say because
No, definitely don't do that.
I mean, here's the deal. That Inhuman stuff, and I know you like him, Kronos, from the comic, but that Inhuman show was one of the worst things Marvel's ever put out, and that was on Netflix
yeah.
television.
I mean,
No, it's on Hulu.
look, they made really bad films in general.
Yeah.
People kind of forget about Marvel's past, like
True.
with both any kind of media, but outside of comic books, they used to be total trash.
Extra trash. Like, so
Prior-
bad that they couldn't even release it.
Yeah, prior to Blade, they were all trash, and then after Blade, they got significantly better, and they've been on a roll ever since the MCU. But I mean, they can make mistakes and still fix it. You know, they can still fix it.
I think she's right now the most popular Inhuman for certain.
Well, yeah. Well,
I think she's more popular than Black Bolt and Medusa.
really?
The Black
Bolt?
I think so.
Well, I'd have to agree because I
yeah.
think that she appeals to an audience that normally wouldn't read an Inhumans book. So she's appealing to like teenage girls and then also people that are just kind of marginalized, right? Because she's a Muslim American, and I think I like the way it was written. So
So yeah, I think that'll be a very success. I think that will be a successful show.
Help me out with her powers, because I always get this. Is it the stretching and getting bigger? That's her
the
powers.
main thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then she has projectile powers too, doesn't she?
Is that it?
Not that I know of. No.
I could have sworn she can like glow her fist and some shit, like super punch somebody or some
I
shit.
think her
Makes
fist gets
your
bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah, but
So
I could
she's
have sworn
just
she
Mr.
had...
Fantastic?
That's what I
Yeah.
always got the impression
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. But let me just make sure, because I read like her first trade and like some other comics, but I never saw. It's mostly stretchy stuff. So
Yeah, I've seen that, but I could have sworn she had like maybe 2 other power, like semi, like different powers, but other than that,
Yeah,
mostly
she
stretchy.
has energy. Okay, she has. That's right, she does. So she has superhuman strength, speed, endurance, and stamina, energy projection, absorption, and flight.
Oh, she has
Oh,
energy
oh.
projection and flight.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
what I
think
thought.
she has to redirect just like Captain Marvel. She has to
Oh,
absorb
okay.
energy to redirect.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. So.
Okay.
So she's a living Black Panther suit?
Sort of, yeah.
We'll see.
But she's
Got that
stretchy.
vibranium.
We'll see. Yeah. And then the other one was the Mandalorian.
So that's a whole nother subset. So basically, once D23 was going on Friday, everyone was still talking about Spider-Man and Sony. Saturday, when Star Wars information came out, Spider-Man fell off. Everyone stopped talking about him. All became Star Wars. One of the first things we saw was the trailer for The Mandalorian, a TV series coming to Disney Plus in November when the series drops.
Or the
Did
service
y'all?
drops.
Yeah. Did y'all see this trailer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really good. It
Holy
looked like very high production value. You know.
Like a movie almost.
Yeah, it looked like a movie. So, and it looks like what you would expect when you want to see a Star Wars anything.
Yeah.
You know.
This is my boy Happy Hogan, right?
Yeah, this is Jon Favreau with some insight from George Lucas. Giancarlo Espinosa in the show. You see Gina Carano.
Yeah.
We see everyone's favorite assassin robot, IG-88.
What I struggled with is, when does this take place in their?
It's after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
but
actually...
before Rogue One, or
Rogue One is before. Is in between two movies.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
on.
So,
Rogue One is in between like. it's
Oh,
in between
that's
episode-
before New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So,
sorry.
to help y'all out, Disney posted a
Yeah, there's a
timeline.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
is a
Disney
graph-
posted it?
Yeah, Disney posted a
Oh,
graphical...
Billy D. Williams is in it.
Who's did it?
Billy D. Williams?
I thought it
in
was
The
in episode-
Mandalorian?
I thought he's
In
in episode
Mandalorian.
9. He's in the Mandalorian too.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer. I think that was him.
No, that's Giancarlo Espinoto.
But he's black. He looks like...
That's
I think
Giancarlo.
Not all of us look
Esposito.
alike, Blue. God damn.
So the Mandalorian takes place after Return of the Jedi,
Okay, like Kronos was saying.
like a
Good
few years
shit.
after.
So if anybody wants to see it, here is. Whoop,
He's moving it over
I gotta
right
get my
now.
buttons.
The
Yeah.
technology is
buttons.
happening.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's the whole timeline. So timeline is what is it? Episode 1, Episode 2, and then in between Episode 2 and 3 we have the Star Wars Clone Wars by Genndy Tartakovsky, which is a fantastic series. If you've never watched it, it's like one of my favorite Star Wars anything of all time. Then we have the untitled Obi-Wan Kenobi series that's going to come out.
Yeah, which we didn't talk about real quick.
In that same time frame is going to be Solo. Then we have untitled Cassian Andor, and the same timeline will be Star Wars Rebels. Then we have a new right before that is Rogue One, then Star Wars: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then right after Return of the Jedi, probably a few years later, is The Mandalorian. Then years later is A Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker, which is the end one. But in between, like the last three movies, there's Star Wars Resistance, and then in between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
What is Galaxy's Edge again?
Isn't
Galaxy
that-
Edge,
like
that's
their
the theme park.
Theme park.
The
okay.
theme park has its own story, and it has its own score, written by John Williams and stuff.
Yeah, I just watched this trailer. This shit looks like a fucking... Like a or a full-budget production movie. Like, holy shit, it was so fucking good.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't. I mean, you're basically watching a movie about assassins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
So it's
I
pretty
mean,
dope.
in the Star Wars universe, I'm sold. I've been sold. I watched the leaked footage of the behind the scenes with Jon Favreau, where they showed some clips. I was sold on that. It looks good. I'm super interested one of the selling points for me for Disney Plus.
It does look great. The only thing that's not a selling point for me with Disney Plus, did you hear that they confirmed you cannot fucking binge? They're going to do that shit week by fucking week.
I
don't like that.
We'll just wait till the end.
Yeah, I mean, compared to like other services that had light content and then they start releasing shit, Disney Plus will at least have content.
Well, there's also they're not releasing anything rated R on this.
That's
Kinda
true.
silly, but
I
it's
mean,
all good.
it is Disney.
But they have rated R stuff out there. That's owned by
Yeah.
their subsidiaries.
But
so.
then that's what they have Hulu and their Fox streaming service as well. So
Yeah, you don't want to. We've asked for people to, or for these companies to unbundle everything, right? But now they figured out how to nickel and dime us still.
Yep.
You know, so eventually it's going to be the same cost of like a $180 bill that we used to have back in the day.
I'm also going to say this too. Disney owns it all, pretty much.
pretty much.
So if
Except for Sony.
But if I'm paying you monthly, really I want access to all of that. I don't want piecemeal. I wanted, just like I gave DC and Warner Brothers a whole lot of shit because I kept on saying, hey, is the entire animated catalog for DC on that app at launch? And the answer was no.
Yeah.
Not Sony. Disney is doing the same thing. They have more, but they don't have their whole 98-year history.
It's because they're fucking it's stupid old fucks that are pitching these stupid ass ideas. They're like, oh well, we need to have people coming back to to get new content. Listen, you dumb motherfuckers, you literally cannot watch all of your content.
Exactly.
It's fucking impossible. You can't fucking do it. If you drop it all at once, we'll all get to it eventually.
Yep.
We're gonna keep getting to it, but you holding shit back until for whatever reason, it's fucking stupid.
And here's the thing, it's really anti-consumer too.
It is.
Because, I'm paying you for access to your fucking vault. There's never been any issues with Disney and Universal owns this and this is owned by that person. No, this is Disney's whole fucking catalog. You own it. These are your movies and TV shows.
And plus, like, a lot of people will rewatch the shows. Like, I know I watched a few shows on Netflix a few times. Like, I don't just watch it once and be done with it, but, like, I usually will go back and watch it again. But it's mainly movies, not TV shows, so that doesn't make sense either.
And plus, with all the content that they've already announced, they could literally drop all their shit, all right? And then they've announced, like, at least 10 fucking shows by now.
Exactly.
At least 10.
Yeah.
And obviously they're going to make more. If you just stagger them the way that Netflix does, you're gonna have them coming back for more and more anyway.
Yeah.
So beyond like the whole back catalog. So I don't understand why they do this stupid ass shit.
But and the whole tune in next week for another exciting episode.
So dumb.
Look, man, if this Mandalorian is hitting like it looks like it will with this trailer, after episode 1, after that pilot, I'm gonna be like, all right, come on, let's go.
Well, they got some interesting people cast on here. We have Gina
Carano.
Carano's on here. We have Bill Blerds on here. And
Bill Blerds in there?
Yeah, he's gonna be in the
Holy shit.
show.
I didn't know
The
that.
fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know that either.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I'm sitting-
He has a great podcast too.
Like,
Shout out to him.
I saw his name. I was like, wait, maybe it's somebody else. And I hover over the name, and it's him, Bill Blur.
But here's we got to get to the meat and potatoes.
Well,
goddamn.
hold on. We skimmed on this real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Obi-Wan
Yeah, it's just still bad.
series is coming to Disney Plus. There's rumors about Obi-Wan spin-off film. There's rumors that people saw Ewan McGregor at going to Skywalker Studios and whatnot. He was working out, practicing here in the Bay and stuff like that. Now we got this official. It's not a movie, but it's a TV series. Ewan McGregor was at D23 to help announce that he's returning to play Obi-Wan Kenobi in this new series.
He was one of the best parts of the prequels.
He was probably the only best part of the
Yeah,
sequel.
I give him props.
So, I mean, a Obi-Wan series with him involved, I'm sold again. So,
All right. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck everything you was just talking about. I got motherfucking Dark Ray up in this bitch.
Oh yeah, the trailer fucking.
That
dropped.
shit was 2 seconds long, and I got fucking hype. I jumped out of my fucking seat.
And the butterfly fucking lightsaber.
Yes!
Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, look.
And, apparently a Sith fucking C-3PO.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
With red eyes and
some
shit.
some crazy
Look,
shit.
Maybe
nobody
it's that
knows
thing,
what's
I
going
don't
to happen with Rise of Skywalker. Nobody knows. But holy shit, if you're a Star Wars fan and not interested in Palpatine coming back, Dark Ray with the butterfly, the dual-edged fucking red lightsaber, red-eyed C-3PO, whatever's going to happen with Kylo and shit. Come on. They got it all going on in the mix in here.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, what's funny is that the trailers may be like 90 seconds, and like a good 60 seconds of it is all previous shit.
Yeah.
It's all stuff from the original trilogy,
series,
and then episode 7 and a little bit of 8, and then the new shit kicks in, and just that little bit was enough to send everyone to forget about Spider-Man, Sony, and Marvel.
Pretty much.
All that shit fucking fell off. It was all about Rey and her butterfly
Dark Ray.
her double-edged fucking lightsaber, like rows upon rows of Star Destroyers sitting in space, where people were thinking like this is going to be a space battle. Other people were like, oh, this looks like this is an expanded universe convert, because there's a book talking about a derelict fleet from the Clone Wars. It looks like they may have translated that into Rise of Skywalker, where there's like rows of Star Destroyers that the Emperor left and never got to, that they may try to get to use as like to add to the Resistance fleet. We don't know. No idea.
Nobody knows. This could be a vision that never comes to manifestation.
May not either.
They could be. It could be like maybe a dream sequence that she's having or some shit like that, where she's fighting her dark side or some stupid ass
That's
shit.
what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because if you've ever played The Force Unleashed, the DLC version where you go to the Jedi Temple, you have to do this in the game.
Yeah,
you have
true.
to fight the Sith version of yourself to pass the Jedi trials.
But then again, like Rey's kind of her main go-to weapon is her staff. Like that's what she carries
She had a
with her.
lightsaber for a long
Well,
time.
she had a lightsaber, but she mainly had her
Man,
staff.
she had a staff.
Yeah, she mainly had that. She carried that with her. So maybe she upgrades to that and do some badass shit with that.
She
you know?
might. I mean,
fucking down,
we
man.
don't even know.
All
It
I
just-
know is I'm down.
All I know is people watched it, lost their minds. Memes were coming fast and furious. Clips were coming fast and furious. Spidey Who, all that shit was gone. It was all about Sith Rey, Dark Rey, Reylo, all over social media. I'm fucking hyped. I can't wait. I kind of hope that they don't show a full trailer after this. This is all I need, really.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah.
No more.
But I know a full trailer is coming in like October, November-ish.
Because this comes out this year, right?
It comes out on
December.
December
Yeah.
20th.
Which is kind of weird because usually they have like a solid date. Like even the year before they have a solid date.
Yep.
And it's weird to have this being like basically 4 months away
Yeah.
and no solid date yet.
I
Like,
thought the
what fuck?
20th was a solid date.
Double check that. I thought it was late
It just
December.
it just said December in the trailer.
Yeah,
So
this one said December 20th, but could be wrong.
Look, they do need to have some kind of solid date. I know Christmas time. That's going to be their fucking go-to golden time to make this fucking happen and to drop it. But the other thing is, I think if you're Disney, you don't know how much of a long box office run even that Frozen 2 is going to have, because doesn't that drop in November?
Possibly.
And if that has a run of like 4 or 5 weeks of it could have 4 or 5 week number ones. Not that I wanted to. I'm not a Frozen fan.
yeah, you are.
Yeah, it drops November
December
22nd.
Yeah, and Rise of Skywalker has street dated December 20th.
Okay, maybe they released it later. Good shit, man. All right.
Disney about to have fucking like 10 movies in the $1 billion
Billion
range.
dollar
They already
range.
got it on lock.
Well,
They already got it.
that's why when they're talking about the whole Spider-Man thing, I'm just like Disney. They have all the money. Like, let somebody else continue to get their money. And Marvel sold their shit a long time ago. It's not up to Sony is not obligated to give up those rights at all because it's a major money maker for them. And for Disney to try to strong arm them, at that point, fuck Disney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Tom Holland's going to do other Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he ain't going. He's still under contract. He ain't going no fucking where. He knows who's buttering his bread. Plus, he's still under contract to even do an Uncharted movie.
Maybe now he'll do a proper Spider-Man movie without fucking pimp ass Tony in there.
God, please. And it's that I want to say, like, I know people don't want to see his uncle fucking die, but I want to see Uncle Ben fucking mentioned. Like, I have not heard his fucking name in any of the 2 movies.
All them tears in European Vacation.
Yeah.
Tony this. I gotta cry for Tony.
And he,
R&B song for Tony.
Fuck Tony
Pouring
Stark.
out liquor for Tony. Don't give a fuck about his uncle. Don't give a fuck about his aunt either. Let's also mention that too.
Yeah,
Remember, his aunt knows he's fucking Spider-Man. He don't give a fuck. There's no responsibility with his ass. Ooh.
Just because she knows how the... What?
There's
Just because she knows she's in fucking danger, motherfucker.
Yeah, like
Spidey's supposed to have villains all over New York.
exactly.
Come on.
There's something else I had an issue with Far From Home. I can't remember what it fucking was.
Man, there's many issues.
I'll watch it eventually.
Connor's like, I'm in no fucking rush.
Yeah, I'm not. Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider movie.
Oh, I
of
know
all
what it
fucking
was.
time, so
So the other problem I had was like the scene when they're inside the bar, where him and Mysterio are inside the fucking bar.
Yeah.
He's in there in his goddamn Spider-Man suit with no fucking mask on, with a whole bunch of random ass strangers in there.
Damn.
You're fucking Spider-Man. Why do you not have your fucking mask on? Everybody's gonna learn your fucking identity. Like, what the fuck? That shit pissed me off so much. And then once they like show that what was behind the scenes, it was like, oh, come on,
Yeah? No?
so
All right.
fucking dumb.
moving
you
on.
got?
Let's go on some gaming.
Ooh, let's do it.
So,
Pew, pew,
apparently, there's a game called Sniper Elite 4, which I didn't know was dope. I download, like, usually when I see an interesting game on PSN Plus, I'll download it and then I'll play it later at some point in time.
Yeah.
And Sniper Elite 4 was nowhere near the top of my list. But I couldn't find The Division 2, which I was going to toss back in my PS4 Pro. So I decided to start playing Sniper Elite 4. And that game is really fucking good.
Nice.
Like, I was really surprised at how good that fucking game was. Like, the first level took me, like, over an hour to beat.
Is it all first-person shooting?
It's third person.
Oh, wow.
But
For
obviously
sniping, you gotta...
when you snipe, it's first person.
Okay.
So, but it's third person normally, and it's not all about. I mean, you should probably snipe all the time because you're rewarded visually when you snipe. Because this is the best part of the fucking game. All right, is when you snipe somebody and you hit a certain body part, and you hit them just right. It slows down time from like right when you pull the trigger, time slows down, and you see the travel of the bullet, and then you see it hit like wherever, and it's like it's devastating.
Is it like a Mortal Kombat fatality,
Yeah,
basically?
hold on, let me pull it up because I think I have it on my. I put it up on my YouTube page.
Like a skeleton full of...
Yeah, it's fucking. It's every time. It doesn't get old.
Okay.
It hasn't gotten old yet, and I just want to see that fucking that kill cam.
He's pulling it up on YouTube right now.
Yeah. It's on my channel. I tried
So when did it come out on PS4?
It came out like 2
PSN?
years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
wow.
It came out on PSN like maybe a couple
Last
months
month?
ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Month
okay.
Yeah.
ago.
Fuck, I missed
But
it.
it came out like a long time ago.
It just got buried with all the other good games,
yeah,
really.
Yeah. So let me.
So he's showing it.
I'm gonna show you like so. I got like a 500 plus yard shot or meter shot, which is pretty fucking far if you shoot. I've shot iron sights 500 yards when I was
You're
in the
like
Marine
on a
Corps.
bridge or something.
Yeah, I'm on a bridge. So what happened was in the beginning of this, oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Slow-mo bullet time.
Yeah, this is in the beginning of like a level, and I just noticed like right when I started. Where's my fucking controllers at? Right when I started this level, I was like, oh, I can see people. I can see people on that bridge like really far away. And then I saw there was a sniper, and he didn't see me first.
Yeah.
Snipers in this game will fuck you up.
This
if you
is
don't see
AI,
them first.
right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
they will fuck you up.
Yeah.
So you have to look for like that little flash, right? And so I
Yeah.
saw the flash.
So that's like the sunlight bouncing off his
Yeah.
scope, right?
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking get this dude. I'm gonna get him before he gets me. So this is what it looks like when you fucking snipe somebody like real good.
Well, it's
Yeah, with,
flying
like,
through
zooms
the
in,
air,
and
slow
then
mo. Oh,
bam,
okay.
right through his fucking eyeball.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
You see, it's like an X-ray.
yeah.
So yeah, that's
You
like
get all
Mortal
the things.
Kombat. That's fucking crazy.
And then like it goes forward a little bit. I like wait for the people because it's far away. So you have to set up your shots.
Yeah.
And so I set up a shot of like me hitting like a barrel, and watch. It'll show like the. It slows down time for that one too. Right here. And it's really cool. You have to like put in for elevation and like tag shit. It like reminded me a lot of like MGS5.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, let's see. It should be coming up right here.
He's shooting.
Like right when
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, there we go. When you hold your breath, like you can figure out where everything is.
Zooming in.
And then right here, like you follow the travel of the bullet.
Yep. Good
and then
angle.
It's gonna hit.
Way
and
over
then-
there.
Wow, that dude's just fucked up.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
His fucking head.
yeah.
Shrapnel got all
God
that.
damn! But now everybody's on a high alert.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it's like it's the game is a lot of fucking fun.
Nice.
And
I'll
like
have
the-
to check it out.
And like the levels are like really big, and there's like a lot of shit to do in the levels. Cause like the first level I played for like an hour and 15 minutes, and I got like 86% done. And I was just like,
damn.
what the fuck? And I was like looking for like all kinds of shit. And you can come in, and they just toss you in like, all right, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You want to snipe them? You want to sneak? You want to just go in guns blazing?
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
That's
so,
fucking
And this is the fourth one. Have you played any of the others
no,
in this franchise?
no.
Me neither.
But I
Okay.
know they have a zombie game too, with the same makers of the game.
Cool.
that I want to check out because I heard about it like a couple months ago and it looked pretty good. And then Hobby talked about it. He said that the zombie game is really good.
Okay, and that's from this year it came out, the zombie
I
one?
believe so. It's a series as well. I think it's like the second or third one or some shit like that.
See, there's so many fucking good games, man. It's like this one, it literally came out. I remember when it came out a couple years ago. I just didn't hear much about it, but I did add it to my library just like you did when I saw it on PS Plus.
Didn't play it.
But I haven't played it yet. Now, with your recommendation, I'll check it out this weekend.
And next month, PSN Plus is finally getting some other great games. They're getting
what you got?
Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Knight.
It's Arkham Knight.
it's Arkham Knight.
They're getting Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3, which I was like, that just came out like not too long ago.
Wasn't that last year?
2018.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit.
Free on PSN Plus. But
Hey,
the
that's
first,
a good. Hey,
first
look.
one, Arkham Knight. If you do not have Arkham Knight or never played any of the Batman Arkham series, you should get this no matter what. You don't need really to know the other ones. I mean, I guess they're releasing all three on one, like, one Blu-ray.
Yep.
For like, I think it's like $20-$30. It's called the Arkham Return to Arkham or some shit like
They're
that.
great games.
Yeah, but they're releasing all three on one, but you can get this one for free. Highly recommend.
Shitty ass one.
To me,
was,
those Arkham games,
Origins.
they edge out Spider-Man games for me as far as like the best like superhero games of all time. Like seriously, they were so fucking good.
They were good. I mean, the whole gadget system in Batman was better than the one in Spider-Man.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way
There's
better.
There's shit
They had
in Spider-Man.
shortcuts.
Yeah, you can literally use everything fluidly just by using combinations of the keypad or the D-pad and the buttons. With Spider-Man, you'd have to like pause.
Stop time,
Yeah, you have to kind of do bullet time, switch your gadget, and then like all the upgrades for the gadgets, they kind of didn't matter. I platinumed the game without even having to do that shit.
I like the traversal a lot better though with Spidey.
Yeah, that's
Like a
fine, but I'm
whole
talking
lot.
about
It's a
combat.
bigger. Yeah, it's a much bigger.
Yeah.
World.
game,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I mean, shit. And
But they're all
Arkham-
good.
Arkham Knight, you get the Batmobile. And
You
fucking
do,
it
and
up.
the Batmobile was not my. I liked the
it's-
earlier two without the Batmobile a little bit more.
Yeah,
but-
it was a little hard to figure out how to control the Batmobile, to be honest. Like, you know, because you go into a turn, you actually hit like the transformer button, and you end up fucking being in like tank
Or
mode.
tank
or something
mode,
like that.
yeah.
And the controls are totally fucking different than versus you driving the vehicle.
But I will say, the Arkham games had much better. Even though I'm not a big puzzle guy, just puzzles. Period.
Oh, yeah,
Like
I
those
fucking
Riddler
love
puzzles.
them.
Some of those were fucking tough. as
Yeah,
you
they
kept
are
going in
tough.
the
Some of them
game.
are extra tough.
Yeah, it's a great franchise.
Especially
then-
for you, because everything's tough.
Oh.
But then also like
gotta use my
the
brain.
the scenes where you're fucking high on fucking the Scarecrow's fucking venom or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. That was
Yeah.
good.
Or poison. Oh man, that shit fuck with your head.
Great original story. And here's the thing: it was Rocksteady, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Rocksteady Studios.
What the fuck do they have up their sleeve next?
They
were-
won't.
they're-
They won't
they're
tell
rumors.
nobody.
They're
yeah.
rumors.
Yeah, they're keeping whatever they're working on super close to the chest.
Yeah.
Everyone's been speculating. People have been looking up what domain names that they registered. They're trying to uncover whatever it is. Whatever they're working on is super secret.
Good
So.
fucking shit.
But it was kind of
Oh, there might have been a Justice League game.
But that's not been
Maybe.
confirmed
Not
either.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Not confirmed.
People are saying that
I heard
Justice League
rumors
game.
of Superman even.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that. I've heard a Teen Titans game.
Yeah, we'll see.
I've heard all kinds of shit.
they probably would do a good like Justice League game, but I don't know. Hard to say.
I mean, there's a lot to work with Justice League. You got like the real core of the DC world.
Yeah.
You know?
But I was gonna say there was a little bit of an. I didn't get a chance to read the full thing, but I guess what's the name is coming back? Telltale Games.
Oh yeah.
They got money now?
They're coming
Well,
back
I
under a
think-
new name.
Yeah, they're coming back on there. I saw the article. I didn't get a chance to read it because it was like right when I was about to leave the house. But I don't know. It sounds like it's some good shit happening in their world. That we might get a few of the games back. You know, there's a
Yeah,
bunch of
they're-
other things that are still in development that they can finish working on.
They're keeping the rights to their Batman series and to Wolf Among Us.
Cool.
So
I liked a lot of their games. It's just, you know, they gotta fix their engines and make sure they're financially solvent.
Yeah, I need
The other big one from this past weekend. Did anybody else play the 2v2 alpha on PS4 for Call of Duty?
no,
I didn't get a chance.
I skipped that.
I don't usually fucking do alphas, but straightforward, true Call of Duty 2-on-2. It felt a lot like, you know, I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six lately, but it felt a lot like that. Or meets Call of Duty, tight maps and the weapons that you're fucking used to and whatnot. Now it's too early to tell per se, but for having a new mode in Call of Duty separate from multiplayer and the regular campaign, I think this is going to be a fucking hit.
I'm interested in their ground war because their ground war is basically Battlefield in Modern Warfare because they're bringing in vehicles.
10 versus 10 or 8 versus 8.
I think it's like 30 on 30 or some shit like that.
Shit.
Some bullshit.
That I'd be surprised. They've never
They
done
never do nothing
giant
like that.
maps.
Exactly. And this ground war will be that. It'll be, instead of doing Battle Royale like they did in Black Ops 4, because that was a huge map. Basically, you take that map and just put vehicles and then put like 30 on 30. So 60 players
Goddamn.
doing ground war.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
So,
I
I'm interested
enjoyed
in
that.
that.
I enjoyed the alpha. I want fucking more of it. And maybe once we get a little closer to launch, they'll release some other modes in like a beta or something.
So there's one more game I want to mention because nobody's talking about it
What's
that
that?
much. Well, none of us are anyway. Because none of you have played it because you don't have a fucking PC. There's a game called The Cycle that got it didn't get announced at what was this Gamescom, but I know they had a trailer out for it and it's free right now on the PC. And it's basically it's a PvEVP. So it's player versus enemy versus player. And it's a really interesting take on like a battle royale mode. Like you can play like 20 people.
Somebody backing up?
Yeah. So basically, you it's a battle royale type game where everybody drops in randomly, and basically you have to go in and like complete these contracts of like you have to like get materials and get like these resources to upgrade your gun. So like you get money for completing contracts, and then they'll fly down things to you like more like guns and shit like that. You spend your money on guns or gear, like healing shit and stuff like that from like completing these contracts. And then like when you start completing contracts, like these enemies will come up, and those are like computer controlled enemies.
Okay.
But at the same time, you're in the same world as like other players. So those other players can either A, choose to jack you, or B, choose to team up with you. And the team up is like super easy. You just press like one button if they're near you and be like, hey, you want to team up? And then all of a sudden you're on the same team. You can like you share resources and shit like that.
Before they hit the button to team up, they're able to kill you though.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they're able to shoot it. Yeah, they're able to kill you. So, but if you team up, you have to share resources, but you're much better off because they can revive you and help you out.
Nice.
And then it's basically like at the end of every session, it's whoever completed the most contracts and got like the most loot. So when you start, anytime you can pretty much end the game, you just get to like a certain like portion of the map where you call down like support to pick you up. And when you call it down, enemies like just fucking spawn all around you. You have to clear like the landing zone, and then you get picked up.
Third person shooting or first
Dude,
person?
this
I think it's first person. Yeah,
I feel
first
like
person.
what you're describing is the Division, the Dark Zone, pretty much.
It sort of is like the Dark Zone. Yeah, but it seemed really cool, like a really cool take on Battle Royale.
Okay.
And it looked, hopefully it comes to the console soon, but it's in like alpha right now on the PC. But to me it was like a lot of fun.
What was it called again?
It's called The Cycle.
The cycle, not
Yeah.
the menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
Just the menstrual
Yeah,
cycle.
what the fuck? Can we keep this on gaming?
Yeah, I was gonna say one quick thing about still gaming, but there was a Borderlands and Fortnite mashup happening.
Didn't
Oh,
see that
yeah,
coming.
yeah.
What?
I didn't see it, but sort of did.
Oh, there's a trailer. There's a mini. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
trailer.
I'm not surprised because Borderlands is for the PC is on the Epic Store only. So I'm not surprised that part of their deal is like, hey, you gonna put some of my shit in your games?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this is really good news for Borderlands. You know what I mean?
well,
Gets
and
it-
Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite's doing incredible. Not that Borderlands isn't, but it's been a while since Borderlands has had a new game. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
to get that, buzz with synergy buzz with both of them going on, that's huge. And then the other thing is, it's two different studios playing nicely together. Like we've seen Fortnite do
It can
collaborations with John Wick and Thanos and some hoverboards from Back to the Future and shit, but I don't think we've seen them do a whole lot of mashups with other video games.
Other studios? No idea. I mean, maybe they did for like a hot minute and no one picked up in it.
Except when they stole PUBG's thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. PUBG's still a thing?
Jack their shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you have, old ninja?
So, I picked up Control with a
Yeah,
new
the game
game
with
that
Janet
dropped
Jackson?
the other day. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No. This is by the studio that made Alan Wake.
Okay.
They also did Quantum Break, but they kind of went back to the Alan Wake
Is
formula.
that French or Montreal Canadian?
I
studio?
believe so. I forgot the name at the moment. But yeah. So Quantum not Quantum Break. Control is
Quantum
just
Leap?
like it's this really weird like game about basically you're a woman who walks into a government building.
The FBC, right?
Yes, the Federal Bureau of
Control.
Control. And you're looking for your brother, but two things happen. One, she breaks the fourth wall because you as a character are important to her, but you don't know why. But she keeps mentioning how you're important.
Wait,
you
she
are.
turns around and talks to you, the player?
Her inner dialogue is with her and you. When she talks to other people, in between her dialogue with other people, she asks you, is it okay to talk about you to them?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like weird. But basically, you get one weapon throughout the whole game. That weapon transforms into other weapons when you pick up mods for it. So basically, it starts out as a pistol. You pick up a mod and it can transform into a shotgun, and then you can
Seems
transform.
like a totally different weapon, though.
Yeah, but then you keep the
Are we gonna have a
stock.
gun discussion, Chronos?
Well, it's not like you pick up like other weapons and you're
Is a
switching out.
revolver a shotgun,
But
Chronos?
you got to pick up some kind of upgrade to do it, right?
Yeah, you gotta pick up an upgrade.
It's a different gun.
Yeah, and then you pick up another upgrade and then because it literally like fucking transforms in front of you and shit.
So let me ask you a question. When Optimus Prime transforms into a Transformer, is he still a truck?
Is he still a robot?
Is he still a truck?
I don't know. Is he?
No, he's not a truck anymore.
Sure.
He's just an
I'm
Autobot.
lost.
But it's not like other games where you're picking up multiple guns and you have like an arsenal of guns. You just have one that keeps transforming differently.
Into different guns.
So then you also pick up powers. So in the game,
That's the coolest part.
yeah, you can like basically once you learn telekinesis, everything around you is a weapon.
Third person. How am I fighting?
It's third person. It's the
Okay.
third
Yeah,
person
so
game.
It's visually amazing.
Yeah.
So when he's talking about the telekinesis powers and like even like shooting and stuff, there's like they have this really cool like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like this really cool like color effect.
Yeah, well, you can actually bring up our Twitch page, and you can see, because I twitched it out earlier. So if there's no objects around, like if you're just stuck and there's like dirt or whatnot, your character will rip up the ground and use the ground
Use
as a
dirt,
projectile.
rocks.
Use dirt and rocks as a projectile to throw at enemies. It's so far crazy. I've seen some other stuff. I haven't learned levitation, or they have like a shield ability. Basically, what you do is you rip up the ground, and you make a shield in front of yourself. When you aim your weapon, the shield opens up a little bit just for you to shoot through your shield. So
It sounds kind of cool. I mean, how far are you?
I'm like maybe a fourth of the way through,
Okay.
maybe.
Only single player campaign?
Yeah, it's single player campaign. The story is fucking weird, like extra weird. It looks like you're in the early 70s, maybe the 50s. All the tech is old. Like there's like old god dang recorders and stuff, like magnetic tapes and stuff. They use a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk that gives you that's what gave me powers.
Okay.
She looks like the chick from Resident Evil.
Yeah, kind of.
So yeah, it's based off an actress. So there's Crow's pulled up some gameplay of me on Twitch earlier today where I was like using some of the powers and whatnot, me blasting stuff. Yeah,
This is all Ninja playing Control.
yeah. There's some crazy stuff going on.
Like in a warehouse.
So if you want to watch this too, check out our Twitch page at twitch.tv/BTI.
Yes,
Right.
that is correct.
Sounds right.
There's
Is this on the
this is on the
Xbox?
Xbox.
I was
yeah.
gonna say because it's only at 720p, man. What the
It's
fuck?
only the Xbox?
No, this is across all platforms. There's I try to do
Fuck,
some.
Wait, see that effect that it has?
Mm-hmm.
Like when shit blows up, it's like really cool looking.
Yeah, it's all crazy looking. That's me levitating whatever that is and just chucking it at people.
You want some mutant powered shit. I like it.
Yeah, but each time you gain in power, you basically feel more godlike.
Okay.
So you can just come through and wreck shit. I felt almost invincible.
Just let one rip, dude.
No, it's a seat.
Okay.
It really
Ah.
It really was.
So right now I'm really liking it, but there's a problem. So using the map is like very, very. It's not very good.
I don't even see a mini map on.
You have to pull up the mini map, and when you do, it
yeah,
doesn't
that's
show
right.
you. It doesn't show you if something's above you or below you, and there's no indicator, or at least not a very good indicator of where to go. Like right here, my objective's in front of me, but there's no indicator showing me where I need to go.
That could
Only
get
on the top
frustrating.
left, it just tells me where to go. If I bring up the map, it'll show an area that's yellow on where to go, but there's no pathfinding situation. If you happen to get lucky, there'll be this weird like translucent like swirl around the area you need to go, but it's super hard to see, and you need to be near it to see it.
That sounds like a bad game design.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
does.
hopefully they can fix that with an update. I mean, all they really need to do is brighten the little swirl to show you where you need to go, and then highlight on the map where you need to go just by an indicator. That's all they need. It's not even a huge update.
Okay.
But other than that, so far I'm enjoying the game. I'm maybe a quarter of the way through. I'm looking forward to getting more powers and seeing. I'm gonna twitch out probably some more tonight or tomorrow about what's going on. But yeah, that's me playing some Control.
Looks cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm hoping to see more. The story is fucking weird as fuck. But
It's got
so
pretty
far
good
I'm liking it.
reviews on Metacritic. It's got an 81%.
Dude,
That's solid.
the controls are fucking smooth.
92
Real
on Google.
smooth. Yeah,
All
smooth
right.
controls. But there you go.
So can we talk about
Porn. No.
No, sorry.
Sure.
Are you reading The House and Powers of X?
I started on that, but was the house one that I finished?
Do you
Is
know
it
about?
Only the first book.
Is it book
I
or
still have
comic?
way more.
Oh, Jesus, all right.
It's actual book or is it a comic?
Yeah.
It's a comic. Yeah, but it like alternates. So we'll talk. You need to catch up.
Yeah.
It's
No, I'll
like-
definitely do it this week.
It's really good.
But the one that I love though, Absolute Carnage, blew me fucking away.
Yeah, that's a good one as well.
And I've been real critical of Marvel events of late because over the past few years, a lot of them have been fucking shit to me. But Absolute Carnage, I read that shit twice. It was like a $7 or $8 comic, number one.
It was thick.
Yeah, thick
Thick.
with 3 C's.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, and then like I forgot how much I fucking loved Carnage. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time now, but you know, Venom has been really good in Marvel, like consistently for like 2-3 years.
Nice.
I mean, since I've been like reading it, you know what I mean? Since like Venom Space Knight, that actually was a really good comic.
Okay.
And I've just been like letting it roll since then.
Good.
You know, and it's and then they had the Venom with the poisons or whatever, where he goes like different multiverses and shit like that. That series is pretty good. And then like the with Null, which leads into Carnage.
Yeah, so my first introduction to Null, though, it was funny. I had just started reading the Silver Surfer Black.
Yeah.
And at the end of that one, there's some spoilers out here, but this is from a few weeks ago. You see Null. And I was like, oh, that's a cool looking character with a Spidey-like symbol on his chest.
Yeah.
I wonder where they're going to go with that. Then I picked up Absolute Carnage. I was like, okay, here we fucking go.
Yeah, and it wasn't like when Null came in, it was like way before that. Like him just basically, he's basically the symbiote god.
Yep.
And so they're all like basically part of him, and he can control all of them.
Yes.
So, and it's what happens, like he becomes like a dragon and shit like that, and just like wreaks havoc here on Earth, and it's just it's pretty cool. And then like at the end of like the Null thing, when they defeat Null, that's when was it something Cassidy, Cletus Cassidy?
Mm-hmm.
That's when he crash lands to Earth,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks he's dead, but he's not. He's fucked up, but he's not dead.
Yep.
So,
And you also get, you got Norman Osborn in there, who I fucking loved from, I think it was last year or the year before that. He was Red Goblin for a while in the
Yeah.
Spider-Man series, and you got obviously Venom, and you have Spidey working together. And
Yeah.
that's cool. That's
Yeah.
always cool. And I was like, you know what? Give me this in a fucking movie. Whether animated or live action, I want Carnage, Venom, and Spidey in something.
yeah, and they haven't really done that yet. I mean, we have yet to see Spider-Man and Venom in any movie whatsoever, which is a fucking shame.
Well, besides Spidey 3, though, which we don't
Oh,
talk
we don't
about.
talk
We
about
don't talk
that
about
shit.
that.
That was fucking bullshit. Yeah.
That was rough. That was the dark
Yeah,
time.
I blotted that out of my mind. It was so bad.
But with Carnage, that's that third
Yeah.
leg. That could be fascinating.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, so far, Absolute Carnage is pretty good. I think the second one can drop today. I haven't read it yet.
Okay. I'll probably pick it up over the weekend.
Yeah, same thing with like House or Powers of X that dropped again today. I'm really surprised with Jonathan Hickman. He's been on schedule so far with the House and Powers of X, which is fucking rare.
And he's writing both of them, right?
Well, it's the same fucking.
One story, but two
It's
books.
the same. Yeah, I don't even know why he called them two different things.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly to me. But,
You know they're gonna converge. at
well, no,
some-
it's the same fucking. They're telling parts of the same story.
Oh, okay.
Like to me, it's the same fucking book. Like I literally have no distinction in one or the
wow.
other. Like
Let me
it's-
catch up.
Yeah. You'll see when you start reading. I mean, I guess in like the Powers of X, I don't even. They just seem like one cohesive story. So basically, listen, if you're reading House or Powers of X, you have to read both of them, all right? Because they alternate. They go. I think it's House first, then Powers second, and then they just alternate back and forth.
Cool.
Between the two.
I got a whole stack at home ready to fucking go.
Okay. Once you understand, like, was it Moira X? Like her whole fucking thing is like insane.
Okay.
Like she's like, because it's not Moira McTaggart. She's known as Moira X, and she's a mutant, and like her mutant power is like super important to like this entire timeline. And like basically, I can't even fucking give it away because I'm ready yet, but it's like a really cool like take on both the X-Men, Magneto, you know, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, fucking the Sentinels, like all like the whole universe wrapped into one, and this one person is like kind of like the fulcrum point to like all these things happening, and her like trying to figure out shit. You'll see.
I can't wait. We'll definitely do some reviews on it for next week because I'll be all fucking caught up. Can I ask you? I know Old Ninja did it last week. Not to switch gears too hard, but did you guys finish up Cannon Busters?
No, I'm on episode 8 right now.
Okay.
So.
Deep in.
I'm like episode 5, and I'm digging it. It's dope. It took a little while to get into it though, but
if you're on
it's pretty
episode
fun.
5, you're like one away from the end, right?
No, I'm on episode 8.
There's
so
12
Is it?
episodes.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm only episode 5.
I just blew through them, so I feel like, okay,
I know everyone kept talking about that fucking intro. That intro was fucking dope.
it slaps.
Yeah, holy shit. And I guess whoever the girl is that's on there does sound like fucking Riri. Like when she came on, I was
told
like,
you.
fuck, is that Riri?
Yeah.
I had to double check. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Like, I love the chemistry, you know. I love the violence, like, you know, the R-rated. It seems, is it R-rated?
It's mature on there.
mature.
Oh, okay, yeah, because there's like super fucking violence and motherfuckers getting their heads fucking shot and people getting skinned and shit. So
I love the throwback sound effects when they're shooting.
Yep.
It's like old school, like Trigun, like gunshots, you know. So super old, like cowboy shit.
You can tell his influences. Like
Yeah.
you know he likes
Yeah.
Trigun. You know, and you'll see later. You know he fucks with Naruto and
Yeah.
Fist of the North Star and JoJo and all this other stuff.
Yeah, the Fist of the North Star guy.
Yeah, I mean
That
you
shit
can
was
see
hilarious,
it, you know. And it's cool because he's an anime fan making actual anime, you know. So yeah, let me know when y'all get a little closer towards the end on that one.
I'll finish it by next week.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna try to too.
Who is winning this chicken sandwich war?
Oh my!
Because the internet went fucking crazy
goodness.
for it.
They're
haven't-
still going crazy.
Diabetes
Well,
is
no,
winning.
They're gonna stop now because Popeyes is sold out. I haven't had the sandwich.
Me
I've had
neither.
Chick-fil-A a few times.
Yeah. And the Chick-fil-A sandwich was okay. I mean, I didn't dislike it. It's a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
But people went fucking nuts for Popeyes.
Yeah.
There was a line. So the one in Newark, there was a line out the door and a line like in the drive-thru. I was like, for real, for a fucking sandwich?
Yep, it's like a $4 sandwich. The one in Fremont, the line was. It took half an hour to get through the line. The line was out the door into the
Yeah.
parking lot.
I've never seen this kind of reaction for like literally just a fast food.
For a sandwich.
Yeah. Like,
Was it that good? I mean,
you had it, right?
Yeah, I had it. They fucked up. They didn't even put the sauce on my sandwich.
God damn.
Well,
Well,
that's
they're
what
making
I
too
was
many
gonna
of them.
I guess people like just burning out. They're just
But like, people are being fucking like super rude about it too. Like, I've seen videos of like people yelling at like the manager, like, "Hey, well, how come you guys don't have no more fucking chicken? Like, what the hell? Like, I've been in
out.
line for like 2 hours and shit." It's like,
Yep.
how about you go get a fucking job or something? Do something better with your life instead of waiting for a goddamn chicken
Oh,
sandwich. Goddamn.
did y'all see the video where they're fighting the Popeyes employees?
Ah, Jesus.
They're pulling them out from behind the register and stuff. There's like a full-on brawl. I'm like, God
arrest them,
damn.
You need to
motherfuckers. Go
stop.
ahead.
Just get you fucking animals. Get the fuck out of here.
It's fucking chicken.
Yeah, somebody's trying to serve you food. They ran out. Listen,
It happens.
in any fast food restaurant, they can run out of food.
Of course.
If enough people go there for any fucking thing, it's not like they have a fucking magical bucket full of chicken that never stops refilling. You know what I mean? They have to restock. So, and it's not even just restocking. With fast food restaurants, they have to get prepared somewhere else. They don't prepare that shit on site. Like it's prepared somewhere else, and they ship it to them, and they just fucking basically just cook it. You know, and they assemble it, but they don't do all that shit there on site.
Yeah.
So people are being like unreasonable, but
You know, it's funny because like I just watched a news article about China because I guess they got their first Costco.
yeah.
And like they literally had to shut this Costco down because so many fucking people are in there. Like they cut it off at 2,000 people being inside this goddamn Costco.
It was insane.
It was
God
insane.
damn.
And like the lines, like people waited 2 hours in line to pay for their items. And there was no fucking riots that happened. Nobody was like kicking and trying to kill each other. Or was there? Because the video I saw, people were just fucking, like, people had pizza in their hand, just fucking eating and, like, chit-chatting and shit.
Maybe that was early in the day.
Maybe, but yeah. I know they had to close it down because there was so many goddamn people.
God damn.
But I don't know if, like, fucking fights and shit broke out.
Well,
Crazy,
We got
man.
video evidence. The internet lets nothing die.
Oh,
Oh,
take
no.
that.
Yeah, someone spiked.
Someone
at
swing in the
somebody.
first like millisecond.
Or they're trying to get some carpet cleaner or some shit.
Oh, that's
This is like
People
Black
elbow-
Friday
is that
shit.
Cascade? That's Cascade fucking
Look at them.
pods?
Look at them lines, though.
Oh my
And that's just to
God.
get into that bitch. Like, that's not even the line.
Oh
Yeah.
Is that
man!
a giant robot? Oh, no, it's a
let me,
bunch of teddy bears.
See, this is from The Guardian, so this is
But at least-
this is fair use.
That looks
If y'all want to
peaceful.
read the article, please go to The Guardian.
That right there looks peaceful, though.
Yeah, like
That's just
nobody's
long lines.
pushing or shoving.
Big ass bear.
Why did
Damn.
Costco always have those big ass fucking bears? Like, who in the fuck are buying those big ass
Hey,
bears?
people buy 'em.
Somebody buying them, man.
I mean, I see YouTube videos of people like cutting them out and wearing them like suits, scaring other family members and shit. But
I'll say this, though. Remember, like, it was last year or the year before that when people was acting a fool up in the McDonald's for the McNugget sauce.
oh no,
Or
for the Szechuan, yeah,
Szechuan sauce and shit. All them
Yeah.
Rick and Morty fans.
yeah.
You know, so people get crazy with fast food shit.
Well, then like people are selling these fucking chicken sandwiches on like eBay and shit for like thousands of dollars.
Come on now.
Who the fuck is gonna buy a goddamn used chicken? Not a used, but
old sandwich.
It's old
yeah.
there.
yeah, it's gonna be hella fucking hard and cold and shit. Like fuck that.
Look, I
Hilarious.
find it funny because it just became an internet craze,
Yeah.
and then obviously a real world craze and whatnot.
This is why America deserves to fucking lose. Because y'all are going crazy about a goddamn chicken sandwich. There's like way more important shit happening in the world right now.
Yeah, like the
Way
Amazon
more
burning up.
important.
Yeah.
I know-
Hold on. Have y'all paid attention to that shit?
Yeah. I've
yeah.
seen it.
Holy fucking shit.
Y'all
So-
see what the president said?
No.
Which
Fuck-
one?
fuck-
Not
our
Trump,
president, I don't
the
give a
president
shit.
of Brazil.
No, well, Bolsonaro. But I'm talking about Marcon, the guy from France. The guy who wanted to help.
Oh
He was
yeah.
at the G7 summit, and he was like, "Yo, we need to help out, Brazil." And Bolsonaro was like, "No, you're colonized." Like literally called them colonizers. Y'all want something from me? And he's like, "No, like, yeah, the Amazon is in Brazil, but like, you produce air for all of us." So like, Marcon got everybody to like pitch in money. It was like $16 million or $1 billion, something
Yeah,
like that.
something like
It was a
that.
lot of fucking money to help them, and he was like, "Nah, fuck that. We don't want that.
Yeah.
I want an apology from you." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?"
He's definitely King Petty, but I heard it wasn't in the bill. It was like a very low number.
It was like 20 million.
yeah, relative to
I
like.
thought it was 16 million.
That's 20 million.
That ain't no- I
I
mean,
mean-
I think what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio put like 5 or
Put in
10.
Yeah, he
five.
put five.
Well, even
That's-
Riri put
hold
money
on,
in.
but that's more than they were. Obviously, they're putting no dent on these fires.
Yeah.
So for the global community to pitch in money to help them fight their fires in their own fucking country, any kind of money is gonna fucking help.
Any kind of money is a step in the right direction. I'm not saying it isn't. It just that looks like a crazy low amount, but he shouldn't have been petty.
Well, no, but a lot of them they were like actually putting in more than just money, but like resources, like flying planes over there.
That's good,
And
yeah.
shit like that to like put out the actual fucking fire.
That's great. Yeah.
And so for him to like just say no unless he get an apology, but it's like, what is he apologizing for?
Yeah.
For offering help?
What? Not only,
I'm not taking his side from the Brazilian because he seems like a piece of shit.
yeah, he.
But
know-
his grief was something over like Marcon insulting him as a politician and leader of Brazil
Well, he's a
and
piece of shit
talking about
leader.
the sovereignty of the Amazon
Some
for
shit like
Brazil.
Well, because that's what he was saying because he was offering help. He thought that he wanted something in return.
Yep, he
Yeah.
thought
And that's
everyone
why-
wanted
yeah,
something.
That's
in
why he called him a
return.
colonizer. And then the guy went even further and talked about, oh, this is why you want to come to Brazil. And then Bolisario showed his wife, and then he showed Marcon's wife. And I'm just like, dude, are you fucking for real? This is like your petty level right now?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Just help your own country out. Put the fucking fires out.
And here's the other thing too that people need to talk about on an international level. It really sounds like, I don't know, Brazil, help me out here, but it sounds like that president has put forth some policies that have made it easier for people to just start fires and to not have the government funding to put them out in an organized manner. I don't know how much of that has been proven yet, but there's been some initial reports about that shit.
The only reports that I saw is that he was saying that his enemies may have set this fire to like.
You
some
can't just say
bullshit.
fire. There are hundreds of them.
Yeah, that's why I said
Like-
fires,
Oh.
plural in there.
Yeah, but it's a ton. But anyway,
But like
I
the-
hope it gets solved soon.
Yeah,
and there's a whole bunch in
Oh, wait,
Africa as
hold on.
well.
Apparently they accepted British aid. So I guess that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can't read it because it's on the New York Times. And they want money for me to read their shit that's full of ads. Fuck you, New York Times.
Yeah.
Hold on, maybe I can just. Oh, I got to log in. Fuck that.
Yeah,
But there's something like $22 million that we're offering
That's
to
good.
help. But
What's so crazy is that like when we had the fires here and that were up in Napa, like the smoke affected everybody. Like all of California basically we had to wear a fucking mask because the air quality was so bad
Yeah.
outside. Like what's going on in Brazil? Like there's hella people there that's fucking suffering just from the smoke from the fire. So it's like, come on, man, gotta get your shit together and gotta work together to put out these fires.
Yeah. 20% of
Bolsonaro.
the world's oxygen.
Yeah.
Bolsonaro?
Yep.
Bolsonaro. That's how you say his name.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that like I know they're sending planes on there that I think there's like a 757 that can hold like gallons, like a bunch of water basically.
Yeah.
But it can dump water out for like 2 miles, like in one straight stream. But I want to know how the fuck they fill that goddamn thing up. Because I know with like the helicopter, they dip it into the water and it has like a bucket that captures water.
They can do the same thing.
So
They
the planes can do the same thing?
They skim.
Oh, fuck, that's gotta be scary as fuck to be that. Or you gotta be a skilled ass fucking pilot to be able to do that shit.
Gotta have Sully up in that motherfucker.
Well, let's see how it's done. We can show 'em the.
This is an educational podcast. I fucking love
Yeah,
this.
but it's gonna get demonetized because people get fucking. We're gonna get demonetized anyway. It's just all of our shit gets demonetized on YouTube. We need to do Patreon or some shit. Yeah, so they're flying. This is showing a guy flying, and you'll see him. He'll like dip in the water. This is a small airplane, but
Yeah.
oh, this is
Okay.
a stunt. Hold on, no, hold on.
Yeah,
I was
let's say he doesn't
I'm
have
all
a-
his landing gears in the water.
he got wheels and shit.
But yeah, it's terrible because they're saying it's going to be years for the Amazon to rebuild itself. But some people are saying this is a ploy to build in the Amazon.
A lot of
We
people
should- we
want to
should-
build
We
there.
should build nothing there.
Yeah.
We should just, literally nothing.
That's where a lot of Brazilians are saying that motherfucker, their president, is
Sure.
very corrupt on that. But yeah,
But see,
That's
this
cool.
was like a 757. 757.
It worked the
They
same
do
way.
Same thing.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That looks like what's the name of that fucking duck? That plane from DuckTales?
No,
No,
it wasn't
you-
DuckTales.
Launchpad
Tailspin.
Tailspin.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tailspin. That's
Tailspin,
what it
there you
was.
go.
With
The
Baloo.
That was
Seabird.
the gray goose? No, was it the gray goose?
No, it wasn't Grey Goose. That's a drink.
What was it called? no, something like that though. Something goose.
There's
or
the
some
sea
shit.
breeze, isn't it?
Something.
What the fuck was it called?
It's called the sea
You have
breeze,
to
isn't
look
it?
that up.
So I remember there was a Kit Cloud Skipper.
Kid Cow.
Yeah,
Cloud kicker.
That motherfucker was dancing on the
Yeah.
That got
clouds.
them
He
cloud board.
basically
That literally was
wait.
it.
Oh, it was?
Well, actually, it was pretty close.
What is it?
What's the name of the fucking plane?
It should be on that shit. He's on Wikipedia.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
awful.
All right. While he's looking that up and shit.
I used to love that show. Like, I wanted so badly to fucking get a I think that's probably what got me into snowboarding, but like being able to like surf from the fucking clouds and shit,
Oh,
even though it's fucking impossible.
It's called the Sea Duck.
That's
Duck.
what I see
There
there.
you go.
Old Ninja, I know you've been watching this Young Justice, and you've had it on here for a while. Did they finish up? Are they still
I
going
didn't know
hard?
they even came
Yeah,
back.
they came back. They're at 26
Wait, hold on.
episodes.
Pause real quick.
What?
Prodigy, you stood somebody up on the PS4. What's going on here?
What's it for who?
Someone saying to punch you in the face.
Sierra.
Oh,
See, girl,
yeah.
we'll play this weekend. We'll play this weekend.
You keep saying that.
She said you gotta be punched in the face.
God damn.
Yeah,
Gotta make the customers happy.
Yeah, you gotta be like Les Grossman and be like, do you work for me? Punch that motherfucker in the face.
What's up, though? Much love. We'll definitely play this weekend.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, y'all didn't. Nobody finished out the rest of Young Justice.
I didn't know it was even back.
Yeah, it came back with 3 This is what DC Universe was doing, 3 episodes per weekend for a while. It just finished this past weekend, and holy shit.
3 episodes per weekend.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I mean, now you can watch all 26. So.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, it just got all kinds of craziness. Like, there's betrayal, there's like crosses, double crosses. One of the characters has an LGBTQ plus moment. There's there's a little bit of the Judas Project in there. Darkseid's he's in it, but he doesn't have a huge role. He's like the man behind the scenes type thing. But the main villain is Granny Good.
Oh, nice.
She's fucking shit up, but it's like, it's super, there's hella characters. It's a super twisted ass fucking storyline, but it's really good.
So here's what I want to ask though with Young Justice. Did it lose some momentum, not from a quality standpoint, but just with being behind a paywall?
Quality? No.
It was still
I
good.
said not quality.
It was still good. I mean, obviously it's gonna lose. It'll lose viewers.
Yeah.
Because behind a paywall for no apparent reason, but it was still good from what I saw.
Yeah.
It's still good.
I think
I mean,
it was even better than it was when it originally came out because they added a little bit more like adult content to it.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know, we got like people being fucking murdered and stuff like. And I can't remember if they actually showed it, but it was very hint like the one girl who can't die, like her coming back from the
Halo.
Yeah.
She's probably like my new favorite character.
Yeah, and you see like like aliens like walking around basically naked, but you know he loses his exoskeleton, so he's just like a glob walking around. But I don't know, it's a lot of fun. You know, I think there might be a couple of curse words that are thrown in there.
I don't think so.
I have a feeling. I might be getting confused with the movies.
There's definitely some like quasi-adult content. Maybe some very adult content.
You keep saying adult. Was there ass fucking in there or nah?
They not ass fucking, but they show ass a little bit.
Okay.
I mean,
I need penetration.
They kill a baby.
God damn, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's at the very, very end. It's weird. Because Lobo's in it.
Okay.
Lobo shows up for like an episode, and he kills a baby version of himself.
Cool.
The fuck? When he kill out his time zone or timeline, or is it like a clone of him?
It's like some weird like shit that like something got cut off of him. It started to grow, turned into a baby, and once it like became a toddler, he kills it, and you see it.
Called herpes. No.
Oh, dang. There's a lot of confusing stuff if you've never seen the first 2 seasons, but there's just a lot of like crazy, like there's some Antarctic showdowns a little bit.
Shit.
There's
that.
there's some backstabbing. There's Batman Inc.
Wait, is Batman in this bitch?
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
got tattoos and shit.
I don't know. He
Not
might.
tattoo
I mean, he
pulled
wears
up.
his costume mostly. I mean, there's just like a lot of like within the heroes, the Justice League pretty much splits up into numerous groups, and you don't even know about one of the groups until later, when it's revealed that people were lying, that they were covering for other people, using each other in a way, but like for the greater good type thing. It's just been really good. There's like, it all starts in the country of Markovia, and it just goes all kind of crazy because there's like there's a coup, political stuff, like what seemingly have to do with royalty. Then Judas Project shows up. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of like adult content, a lot of, like I said, backstabbing, reversals and stuff. It ends really well.
Cool.
And they do Cyborg's backstory.
Nice.
So Cyborg's is introduced.
Well, I
he
mean,
has his like little, because he's not.
I feel like we all know fucking Cyborg's
Yeah, but
backstory, though.
as far
Did he
as
play
young,
football?
Yeah.
yeah.
Did he get in an accident?
Did his father actually work
Yeah.
on machines?
Well, I mean, they show his dad, but they show more of his relationship with his father and how things go. But I mean,
His dad or his what?
what I say the way his relationship goes with
Yeah,
his father.
they show that out.
But this is the Young Justice version versus Teen Titans.
Sounds
fucking
exactly
go.
the same.
Yeah,
like
but
the
I mean,
same.
there's just a little bit more to it because, like,
Oh fuck!
That's like you trying to explain how Uncle Ben died.
Yeah. Like,
well,
you
I mean,
see, there was muggers. You know?
Yeah.
no, I mean, because they don't really focus on like him playing football. It focuses more on the accident after.
Well, yeah,
They've done that
They
in
do that
every
shit in the fucking
cyborg
movie.
story. Every cyborg.
I didn't know
Stan-
Danica was the voice of Miss Martian and Young Justice.
There's a lot of people.
The girl
in it.
from Wonder Years.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
awesome.
She's
Winnie
hot.
Cooper.
Yeah, Winnie Cooper. That's right.
Stand with DC real quick though. Krypton obviously got canceled. Was that
Yeah.
was that an L for Superman, or was that an L for DC live action screen
The
stuff?
show
No
was
idea.
not bad.
Okay.
It really wasn't. And
I watched a
actually,
few.
and when I went to the panel for, it was like some hero panel I went to. The guy that plays Segel, he's actually a really interesting guy.
Okay.
And so now I feel bad that his show got canceled. So hopefully he gets like more work afterwards. But I mean, the show was not bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
really
there
wasn't.
was some dankness in the show. So
Do you think though, in terms of the viewership, the fact that it was still in a sense a Superman spinoff, did that hurt it?
No, I mean,
No,
it's
I
just,
don't think
it's
so.
it's sci-fi. I mean, listen, sci-fi is very hit or miss with a lot of their shows,
Yeah.
right? Probably not even arguably, but like the best show they ever put out was Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, for certain.
You know,
the 04 version.
Yeah, the 04 version, and that one I think they kind of ended it a little too soon, and they kind of ended it kind of abruptly. And ever since then, they've looked for other shows that to like fill gaps for shit like that, and they haven't found the show or like really put in the time. You know what I mean? Or given enough time, and they have a problem finding an audience.
Yeah. True.
So
You know what? It's like sci-fi, besides Battlestar Galactica, has never had its Walking Dead or its, Game of Thrones kind of really popular show.
I can explain it to you right now. This is the best thing I can tell anybody. Sci-fi puts on decent shows, but they also have on shit like Sharknado and all these other ridiculous fucking shows.
yeah, look, Sharktopus versus the Octo.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like, listen, if you want us to take
Octo Gorilla.
if you want us to take you seriously as like a sci-fi channel, which I do, and you put out good content, but for the layperson to sit there and be like, oh, well, they have Sharktopus on,
Yep.
or Sharknado on, like they're not going to take the channel as seriously as they should with their more serious shows.
I'll say this too, even with their Sharktopus and all that, they promote the fuck out of them.
Too much.
Yeah, like
You
there
know?
are ads every 20 minutes for Sharknado 9 and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
They
They have
advertise that
billboards
more
and
than they
shit.
did. Like, because I was really fucking hurt, and I know you loved this one too, when they had Stargate Universe.
Yeah, it was a
And
great
that was
show.
only on for 2 years, and I loved every episode.
Yeah, it
but
was great.
it didn't work out. So you're right, they have a viewership problem in general, but something tells me like, right now Superman is suffering. Like Justice League didn't help, and obviously Man of Steel and some of those Snyder movies obviously sucked and underwhelmed. I want good Superman lore. I do.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go to the comics, because right now, what's the guy's name? He's writing for them.
Jeff Johns?
No,
Or,
no. The guy that came over from Marvel. The Marvel guy went over to DC.
Oh, you're talking about
Fucking
Brian
bad.
Michael Bendis.
Yes, Brian Michael
Oh,
Bendis.
shit.
He's
Yeah.
doing the Man of Steel run,
Yeah.
and it's really good.
I'll have to
So,
get back into it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one of the bigger, going back to sci-fi, I think there are probably big viewership shows, The Magicians, because that's been on for like 6-7 seasons.
Yeah, it's basically what I classify that one as college age Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah, that
I
seems
watched
fair.
the first season. It wasn't bad.
That seems fair. Yeah, I mean, their new season drops in like a couple weeks.
Is it on Netflix now or Amazon or something?
Probably both.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Winona Earp is on Sci-Fi.
Yep. And that had
So-
4 seasons or
The
something.
5th season now.
Yeah.
They have a 5th season coming. So, but I guess they're one of their big ones, if not the biggest, is probably The Magicians.
Agreed.
I don't know what else is big on there besides that Winona Earp. What else they got?
Yeah, but they need something that transcends the network, where people are going to say, like, here's the thing. Nobody fucked with AMC before Walking Dead.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
fuck no.
With the exception of Mad Men, weirdos that watch Mad Men or whatever.
No, what you're talking about. It was Breaking Bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that was AMC. Yeah, you're right. Those were big ones. But even The Walking Dead eclipsed Breaking Bad in terms of viewership. Like, that was a fucking monster during its heyday.
Still a monster. I mean, they're about to be on season 9.
Yeah, but it's dipped a lot.
Yeah, I don't even. It's been fucking years since I watched it.
Oh, actually, Breaking Bad, I saw some shit where they,
Oh,
they
that
have a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
prequel film.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, wait a minute.
Netflix exclusive.
I was like, wait a minute.
But how didn't have a prequel? Wasn't he a teacher before?
Yes, he was a chemistry teacher.
Yeah, and
That was the whole
he
hook.
like cancer or something. He was like trying to make money
Yep.
for his cancer.
No idea, but their prequel film is dropping, I guess, next September or some
Dude, I'm
shit.
fucking down, man.
Some shit like that. It's coming soon.
Give me some more.
You guys hear about October 6th?
The fuck is
fuck
happening?
is that?
It's
Date?
happening on October 6th.
Fuck.
Mr. Robot comes back.
No, you fucking
Yes,
lying.
I am looking
Don't
at Mr.
play with
Robot's.
me.
I'm looking at Mr. Robot's website right now,
Fucking
and they
play with me.
just dropped the motherfucking trailer. It looks like they dropped it yesterday, but yeah, they dropped the trailer October 6th. Mr. Robot's its highlight is called "We Got to Get Back to Work."
Damn.
So they got the whole cast back, and it looks fucking good.
I'm fucking wet.
I love that. What the fuck?
It took him a second. He was like, wait a minute.
Wet.
F
I
Society is
love that
fucking
show.
back.
Who got us into that show? Was it me or was it one of you guys?
Nah.
I feel like I heard about it on Twitter. I got it
No.
from Twitter a while
I heard
ago.
it from somebody.
I think
Remember, I started watching it
Prodigy
right
might
away.
have
I
been
was
the
like,
one that was
dude,
like, "Hey, check this out."
Yeah, someone said check this out my phone. Oh, I think I heard it from Prodigy.
Okay.
Or
That shit was
the
dope.
Yeah,
podcaster
it-
formerly known as Prodigy.
Oh,
saying
Fraser.
that we need to watch this. This is great. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And then I was like, holy shit.
I'm just glad we're getting Rami Malek. How do you? Is it
Rami.
Rami
Rami
Malek?
Malek.
I mean, this guy's a big ass fucking movie star now.
Now.
You know what I mean? And so
Blockbusters.
You know, he gonna go on to do lead some serious movies because wasn't the one with a Queen that was a big
Yeah.
almost $1 billion movie.
He won an Oscar.
He won an
or
Oscar.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, he was huge.
He's a
Last
fucking
year,
star now.
was it last year or this year? Last year. Last year was his year.
Yeah.
Like I was pulling for him. I still haven't seen him film. I didn't get a chance to, but I was hoping the film did well.
What the fuck? You have a
And-
twin brother?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I did hear that.
But I mean, it's funny to me because he's in a lot of stuff, a lot of shit. Like if you go back, he's in Night at the Museum.
Oh,
he
yeah.
plays an Egyptian pharaoh. I think he's Ramses, I believe. If you played Until Dawn, he's like one of the main characters in that fucking game. He has his likeness in the game.
What are you talking about?
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, yeah. I mean,
He was
this is
an
the
old
final
boy?
season of Mr. Robot.
Yes, it's the third and final season.
So I mean, I'm all for it.
Well, I think the first season was supposed to be. I think it was only supposed to be a one-season show, but it just grew up. It was so fucking popular that they added more seasons to it.
It was too dank.
This is
Yeah.
what I was just talking about with sci-fi.
Mm.
Like USA didn't have a whole lot of big hits.
That's true.
This is one of their flagship shows that got people watching USA. They weren't watching before.
This is their Breaking Bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. And
I thought that was Suits. Hell, people be
nah,
watching Suits.
nah. Suits was nowhere near as big. Suits got bigger because of sexy ass red bone Princess Meghan Markle. Like after she married an old boy. You know what I mean? They were like, she was on a show, and then they went back and watched that shit. Ain't nobody watching Suits.
I
What, are they
guess.
lawyers on that show? Nobody even fucking knows.
I mean, shit, Suits is still going.
I thought talking about superheroes.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
Suits.
Yeah. If they ain't got Homeland in it, it ain't no Suits. Fuck it.
Homelander.
I can't wait for season 2 of that show to come back.
Oh yeah,
man.
Suits
That
is.
motherfucker. I love the
Suits, I'm
fact
out.
that he
The voice.
his face and voice and everything about his powers just said, "Fuck them kids."
Yeah.
That you got a baby? You don't even give a fuck about that baby. Let me
What
burn
the-
that baby.
What the fuck?
What? What you
Hold
got?
on, Mr. Robot actually doesn't have that good of ratings.
Ooh.
What?
Suits is
What
on
the
9
fuck?
seasons, dude.
Well, this is
Oh.
season 3, but still, they're not even getting 1 million viewers.
Ooh.
That's fucking
Okay.
weird.
I mean, if you look at Suits,
I
yeah,
guess we gotta back it up.
yeah,
No,
Suits.
but this is a. Listen, I'm not gonna back shit up. This is a fucking really good show.
It's excellent.
This is a really good show.
Yeah.
And the fucking it's so good that when you go back and watch it again, you'll see shit that you didn't see the first time around.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and it makes
Yeah.
it. And knowing once you know what you know after watching the season and going back and watching it, all of that shit's fucking obvious. It's like shit. Why did I not fucking see this shit?
I see why it's getting canceled.
Why?
Okay, so when I'm looking at the first season,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they had over 1 million viewers, and now the season 3, it
Drop.
debuted with less than 1 million.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, season 2.
It's dropping off a little bit. But yeah, look, I'm down for this final season.
Oh wait, no. So CableNet had the renewal had 2.6 million people for the pilot. Okay, yeah, it's just dropping. But this is one of my favorite shows on TV.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
damn.
Look, it made that hacking internet culture and some anarchy shit interesting,
It sure
captivating. You know what I mean? And then BD Wong pissing on a grave in a dress. You can't beat that. Come on now.
I mean, shit. I guess the USA's highest rated show is Psych.
That's been on for a long
Really?
time.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's ending 8 seasons. Yeah, it's slightly higher than Rush. And
I've
White
never fucking heard of Rush.
Rush, White Collar, Complications. Never even heard of that. Sirens.
Dude,
I
a
know
lot of people
Sirens,
watch
so-
bullshit though. You gotta remember that. You know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, if you're watching Teen Titans Go, I guess.
Oh, how dare you?
I
Yeah,
guess.
it looks like season 10 or season 3 is only gonna be 10 episodes.
That's good enough. That'll
Yeah.
take us all the way through Christmas.
Yep.
So I'm fucking down. When are we getting? Are we? I know you said that The Boys was actually filming season 2 or done with season 2.
Oh, they're already
Right.
showing production shots of season 2.
Yeah, they were halfway done when we went to Comic Con.
Shit, man. They got their hooks in me.
Well, yeah, but Carnival Row is gonna have a chance to like fulfill some gaps for people,
Okay.
well, especially with Amazon, because it's like really good.
Embargo over.
Embargo's over.
All right, you wanna drop?
I've talked about. Oh, I talked about it last week.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good show. It is not like The Boys, so
Yeah.
don't expect The Boys type dankness in Carnival Row. This one is like a Victorian era with fairies and fucking monsters and shit like that.
Did you watch more of them from? I know you talked about it a little bit last week.
I don't think maybe one more.
Okay.
But it's basically more of the same, but it's good.
Okay.
You know, it's like plenty of like guts and gore and shit like that. Plenty of fucking and all kind of crazy shit. It's a good show. It's just from the trailers that I watched, it's not what you're gonna expect when you watch the show. The trailers don't really do it justice. When you watch the show, it's like it's a little slow at first, but then when you see what's going on, you're like, oh, this is like really interesting to see like the super racist humans against being racist against like any other kind of like race in the show, and especially against fairies. Which is
Okay.
like super weird to have like, why are you racist against fairies? Like it's weird.
That's a cool
So,
concept, though.
Yeah.
I'm now finally seeing ads for it,
yeah,
like
yeah.
on TV and shit. I was like, okay, that's the one Kronos kept talking about.
Well, they've been pushing ads for a while, but probably, I mean, we talk about The Boys a lot on the show because, I mean, it for our demographic, right? It seems more interesting, but Carnival Row is really good as well. Like, to me, it's like, if you like Downton Abbey, it probably appeal to you, but also if you like fucking and violence, it'll appeal to you as well. So it's kind of like a mixture between the two, which is kind of like an odd mix, but it worked. I mean, Kamek liked it. My oldest daughter liked it, which is weird to watch with her because I had to like make her leave the room a couple times. I loved it. So you let me know what you guys think when it drops on the 30th. So in like 2 days, on Friday it drops.
Good shit.
Damn.
Check it out if you have Amazon Prime. You got no excuse. Watch that. Watch The Boys. You should be pleasantly surprised with this show.
Good shit.
Damn, you know what drops on the 30th also? Is the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. It's on Netflix. Netflix already has the Dark Crystal. The original film is on Netflix, but people that have already seen it, the heads and screeners, they're hailing this as a monumentous achievement. Like, the story's great. It feels like it's nostalgic, but not too nostalgic enough to be fresh. They're saying the story's compelling. I'm looking forward to this.
Didn't you watch some of it, or was it just a long ass trailer?
No. When I saw it was behind the scenes,
Okay.
like featurette. They didn't show like a full on like trailer or whatnot, but they did have like Jim Henson's daughter who's on the production, Mark Hamill who's one of the voice, and Taron Egerton, whatever, the kid from Kingsman.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's like the lead character.
What you're talking about?
Dark Crystal Age of Resistance.
Oh, yeah.
That drops this week. Drops on the 30th as well.
Do you ever see the guy at Comic Con dressed up as the Jim?
Yes. Jim Henson character.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
from Dark Crystal.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but it looks
Like the bird
looks
head
fucking
thing?
dope. Yeah.
Skeksis? Is that what he showed up as?
I don't
It's
know
been
what the
years
character,
since I
but
watched it. I remember this shit scared the fuck out of me when I
yeah,
was a
I
little
remember
kid.
that too.
You
I
can
ain't
watch.
gonna lie.
You can watch it again on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
Free.
That shit was fucking freaky.
Yeah, it was. It was a scary ass shit for like. Well, I
Yeah.
think I was like 4 or something.
I think what freaked me out was the beetle things. They had the beetle like fucking things. They were like snatching up the little robots, putting them in a bag. I thought they were gonna eat them and shit. That shit was fucked up. It's still fucked up. I watched it a couple days ago. I'm like, this looks like fucked up because they have like little baby puppets and shit. They're snatching them up. I was like, God dang.
Yeah, it was a sketchy. Yeah, that was the guy. Was.
Yeah, sketchy.
man.
Yeah.
All
See,
creepy.
he still looks creepy. All kind of shit. This was some. And remember, Jim Henson was known for like cutesy Muppets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Animated puppets
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
From,
Here's your nightmares, children.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, man, this ain't Kermit and Miss Piggy.
yeah, it was a Muppet Show, Fraggle Rock, and what else? There's like one more. Obviously, Sesame Street. All that shit went to the wayside when Dark Crystal came out. This was your darkest and dankest fucking puppet shit.
The problem with this is that people had the idea that it was gonna be a cutesy kid show.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
all
no.
all the other shit he did. This shit was fucking creepy as fuck.
Dude, one of the characters dies in the film. One of them gets stabbed in the back.
Did Jim Henson do what's the name of that movie? The Labyrinth with
Yes.
Bowie and
Yes, that is
girl?
Jim Henson Studios.
yeah.
Henson.
Jim Henson.
I call him
Hanson.
I showed the sweetness that the actual interview of that guy. First, I showed her the Boondocks thing, and then I showed her the fucking actual guy.
Real person.
She was like, "What the fuck? That's a real person." I'm like, "Yep."
So
and
is
he is the booty warrior.
So's the kid about do bad things.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
He got to be grown as fuck now.
Yeah.
He got to be in jail grown. Probably hiding from the booty warrior.
I
Oh,
feel like that's our cousin.
You
know what I'm
oh,
talking about? Yeah.
man, you ain't lying.
really quick,
You
did
ain't
anybody
lying at
watch?
all.
Anybody see Dave Chappelle's new stand-up?
I watched
did, right?
all of it except for like the last 10 minutes,
Okay.
which I'm gonna probably watch tomorrow. So.
I
Okay.
mean, talk about the parts you liked, though.
I mean, I
he's-
liked it, but it's already like controversy. Like
Yeah.
these fucking people.
He's unapologetic. That's why.
Because he said some shit about, the people that were accusing Michael Jackson about some stuff. And he's like, I don't believe him. And then people got him mad about it. It's like, listen, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
All right, so some of what he says is like, for real, even if he didn't, it's like, okay, he's not saying that, raping children is good
No.
if he did it. Like, I don't understand, like, the outrage about it. I mean, he's a comedian. He says a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah. I mean, he
That's the
does.
point.
He does talk about if he was a pedophile, he'd fuck Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
So, in context of a joke with stand-up, that could be funny as fuck.
Oh,
That could
it
get
was.
some
It
serious
was funny.
laughs.
It was funny.
Okay.
But I mean, he talks about how the LGBTQT community kind of likes him and kind of hates him. Like he makes a joke about each letter,
Okay.
right? And when he says the L's, the G's, the B's, they like him, but the T's, they hate him.
Yeah.
So he goes on about all of them, and he's unapologetic about it, which
Well,
I guess makes it funny. It's
should-
funny to me.
Shouldn't a good comedian have some controversy, and especially in these days?
Tell that to Andrew Dice Clay.
I like Dice
Well, and he's irrelevant now, but
Yeah. But,
listen, yeah, people don't understand what comedy is. Like, most jokes are at the expense of some sort of group.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That's what makes it funny. I mean, yes, there's sometimes where you can go too far, where it's not funny. But what he said in the shit was funny. I didn't think it was like tasteless or anything like that. It was just him making jokes. You
Yeah.
know?
Look, I'm just glad we're getting Dave Chappelle working. Remember, he had that long-ass hiatus where he was in Ohio.
No, I don't. I mean, yeah, Dave Chappelle coming back is great. I'm looking forward to Eddie Murphy coming back.
oh.
Ooh. Now, is he
Shit.
doing you talking about stand-up or
He's
the role?
doing it. He's coming back big.
Yeah.
So first off on the plate is he's hosting SNL, right?
Yeah, I think
Wow.
this
He's-
weekend or upcoming.
It's coming up. I don't know if it's this weekend, but it's probably when their season starts up. I think he's the first one. But he hasn't hosted SNL in like 40 years or something.
35 years.
35,
on
something
there.
like that.
But he's still funny. Like, if y'all want to understand like where Eddie Murphy is right now, go and watch Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. It's with Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And he has an episode with Eddie Murphy, and he's still got it. Like, he's still funny.
Good.
And he's actually, it's funny because in that show, he's asking Jerry basically, should I come back? And Jerry's like convinced him to come back.
Nice.
And then actually they do like another episode, like not in a car, but like them in front of a live studio audience.
Okay.
Like, somebody asking them questions, like basically like kind of like a panel.
Yeah.
And he still seems pretty funny. I think what happened was that he had kids, and
Disney.
his comedy. No, it wasn't just Disney. It's like his comedy when he was in his prime was really fucked up and raunchy.
Yeah.
And I think that when he had kids, he was like, oh, I got to kind of tone this shit down. And he just decided to stop. and now he's like, well, his kids are grown.
Yeah, well, he's had
He's a
like
shorter kid.
9 of them or something.
Yeah.
right?
15 or some shit.
Yeah,
Two of them are hot as fuck though.
He just had a kid not too long ago. He had one with Scary Spice.
Yeah, that kid's
That's
like
his-
19 now.
Well, I
Yeah.
think,
No, that kid's like 5 or 6.
Nah, that kid's like 15.
well, I think
Nah, I
it's,
don't fucking know.
it's a good time for him to come back. I mean, hopefully he comes back with a good set. I hope he's working on his material, and he comes back with a really tight set. But we will see.
Yeah. Look,
If it's not good, I'll tell you.
hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Cautiously optimistic. I loved his actual voice acting shit.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. I mean, look, he was one of the best parts about all them Shrek movies. I'll say that. He was awesome in fucking Mulan. I don't know if he's gonna be in the live action Mulan. Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
But we'll see. And then he's doing that Dolomite one,
Dolomite?
which I'm hoping is good. Shaft didn't do well, and neither did Proud
Well, hold
Mary
on.
and Superfly.
Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I'm
So it's
hoping.
not-
I'm hoping.
It's not him actually being Dolomite.
Yeah.
It's him basically parodying Dolomite as the character, but as the actor. So
I get it.
yeah, my sister, she said that she had her reservations about him playing Dolomite. Which, yeah, if he played actual Dolomite, I'd be like, yeah, it's fucked up. But it's basically him shining a light on blaxploitation films back in the day, and it seemed, from that aspect, it seemed pretty funny. But you have whatever opinion you want.
No, look, I hope it works out. I really do. I loved Black Dynamite, but there's been a lot of recent reattempts with black exploitation that haven't worked. We just gotta be real.
Yeah. Have you seen Mr. Church with Eddie Murphy?
No.
No,
Where he
I
plays
haven't
like,
fucking heard of that.
He plays the black guy who's like a cook for this white family. It's not like on a racist thing, but it's still based in like maybe the 60s or something like
So
that.
this-
And he basically raised this little girl, but like, you know, he is hired by the little girl's father to take care of the family.
So this is cooking with Miss Daisy. Or
Basically.
cooking for Miss
Sounds
Daisy.
like
Basically, is what it is. But it's a cool little movie, and it's I think it's probably one of his best movies, to be honest. As far as like he's like a serious actor in this. He's not doing like comedy shit.
What
Was
is
it better
your
than Ghost Family? I mean,
Oh
that-
shit! I
remember.
forgot about that guy.
wasn't it Ghost
Remember
Family?
that
or some
one.
shit like
Yeah,
that?
I think it was. I think the last movie I saw of him was like Holy Man.
So he's gonna be on SNL on December 21st.
Okay,
there you go.
So it's gonna be a while.
I'd say, I mean, for Eddie Murphy movies, like I loved Life
Oh,
and
Life was funny.
Life is good.
Have you seen Bowfinger? Bowfinger
Yeah,
is actually.
Bowfinger was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was hella good.
Coming to
That's-
America,
All
Redemption
the
Scene
Nutty
role.
Professor ones were fucking good.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Part 2 was.
Oh, it was Ghost Dad, I think it was.
Ghost
Oh, there
Dad.
you
That
go.
was, no,
Ghost
that was
Dad.
Bill Cosby, Pudding Pop.
Oh, shit, it was. God damn it. What the fuck? What was it? God damn it.
So,
I know he was in that Disney movie where it was the
Huge
Haunted
Disney.
Mansion.
Oh
That is
yeah,
not-
that's
what
right.
it was. Oh,
That didn't do fucking well at all. But what was funny is we also thought that Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't going to do well because it was just a ride at Disneyland.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then that became a franchise.
Oh, what's the name of that one movie he did with Owen Wilson where he was like the boxer and Owen Wilson? Oh, I Spy.
Oh,
Where they
yeah.
had the plane that became invisible. He's like, oh, we should call that the Liffy Bug or
I
a plane or
didn't-
some shit like that.
Did
Shit was
not
fucking
even
funny.
bother watching that at all. That looked terrible.
Was he in the Great White Hope or was that one of the?
No,
Wayans?
that's Sam Jackson. I know he's in that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Eddie Murphy's in Dreamgirls.
Yeah, he was good in that.
I forgot about that shit. He was nominated for an Oscar.
Remember
He lost.
his songs, his music career, his.
Dude, that
Put
song
your mouth
slapped
on-
hard though for its day.
Oh my
Party all the
God.
time.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Oh my.
He also
God.
did a song with Michael Jackson too, right? Was it Party All the Time?
Shit. You know
No,
what?
that was with Rick James.
So you know what was kind of a sleeper hit? I forgot Eddie
know you
Murphy was in it. It had like an all-star cast. Tower Heist. That movie was.
Oh,
fucking
yeah, that's right.
That shit was hilarious. Cause that had Ben Stiller, fucking hella people. Fucking what's his name's in it? Shit, I can't remember. But they
Look, it's good to have Eddie Murphy back. It is. There ain't no fucking doubt about it.
yes.
If he does a comedy set though, I do want to finally hear him at least acknowledge and make some jokes about the transgender person he picked up on Hollywood Boulevard years ago.
No, he ain't talking
You
about
need
that.
to spill it.
Why, you plan on taking notes or some shit?
Nah,
How do you
I
found
just
you
wanna
one?
know.
You just want to take notes. You can find you one.
So the song that Eddie Murphy did with Michael Jackson was called "What's Up with You."
That sounds like a B-side
Does sound like a
buried
B-side.
underneath
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah,
But like, I think Eddie Murphy wrote the lyrics and Michael Jackson song with them on the track.
That sounds like some cocaine-filled 80s shit.
It looks like an '80s cocaine trip.
All right. We'll see though. Best of luck to him though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
fuck.
If he comes back in a big way, he may own the latter part of 2019.
Well, here's the thing. Like, look, we let John Travolta's punk ass come back, right?
I guess.
John Travolta came back. His career was fucking dead before Pulp Fiction. He
Oh yeah,
brought it back.
we
you
knew
know?
that. I mean, that's also like Sam Jackson was doing bit parts. He was always the crackhead until
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction, and Pulp Fiction he skyrocketed,
And then kept running with it.
kept going.
Yeah.
Snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Next on a
So
fucking
Eddie Murphy and Mel B's daughter is 12 years old.
Goddamn.
Okay, there you
Dude,
go.
okay.
Oh, it's fuck.
Spicy, Scary
Sky
Spice,
Spice.
Mel B.
Spice.
She bad as hell.
She's still hot.
She's still bad.
When's she gonna fall off?
She done. She almost cut off her hand. I know that.
God.
They had to reattach her part of her fucking hand.
Oh, word?
Yeah, she cut this like a couple months ago. She like severed, like mostly severed her hand, so they had to reattach it. So
Oh,
she's in
damn.
some weird shit.
I don't want that
She's
shit.
on, yeah, she's on. What was it? One of those America's Got Talent shows
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
She's a judge on that shit. But yeah,
Well, I know, like, there was a bunch of shit with her and her ex-husband and shit like that. Like, him being super controlling, forcing her to have, like, threesomes and shit. Like,
some shit.
he was,
Sound
like,
good to me.
abusing her.
What the fuck?
Forcing her to have a threesome.
Oh,
It's
force.
not,
I,
not as
I ignored that forcing part.
Yeah.
No, you know you didn't. You
Yeah.
thinking force? When he said force, you thinking horse bit.
You can't rape the willing. Anyway,
Damn.
so
This motherfucker.
last week I know we talked about this. I don't know if y'all have done any fucking research. Do y'all want to go back to our 80s versus 90s shit?
No, I need no worries.
All right.
I'm sticking with the 80s. Fuck y'all feelings.
Well, then what about a B then BTI? Do we have any this week?
I do not think so. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see none.
We hardly promoted like we used to.
Oh, we have Victor's? What was Victor's? Oh.
Why? Are we missing somebody?
No, it was Popeyes versus.
Oh yeah, we have to do the comparison. Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A.
Well, Popeyes sold out. So.
Well, they sell out on the daily. They get their deliveries and
They
they
said
just.
like for good. Like,
Yeah, they-
until they like have to restock. So.
Well, I know they're supposed to make it permanent on their list, though. Like, they're going to have it on their menu all year round now.
Yeah,
They
'cause
gonna
I
make more
went-
chickens?
Yeah, they still had it the other day. The fucking lineup.
I know that Colonel mad, though. Anyway,
I know the memes have been on fucking fire. like
They've been on
always.
crazy. Oh my
Man.
god! I think the best one is the Bring It On meme because they had like all the white girls from Torrance High, and then all the girls from East Compton. They're all black. Were Popeyes. White girls were
Well,
fucking.
my
Chick-fil-A.
favorite one was Chick-fil-A was Friends cast and Popeyes was fucking Living Single. I was like, oh, they did not do that. But then they also
Holy
showed
shit.
like George Lopez. That's
Oh yeah, El Pollo Loco.
yeah, Pollo Loco.
fucking perfect.
Holy shit, that's some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, so obviously, chicken stuff is still going on. Were there any others you see on there?
Chicken
Oh,
grease.
these are old.
Okay.
Chicken
All right, well,
grease.
we can round it on up.
Well, we didn't really talk about Gamescom, but it's all
I
good.
mean, we talked a lot about gaming. Most of it
Yeah.
was trailers from stuff we've already talked about earlier this year, but we'll save it for next week.
Man, we did see some gameplay for Avengers finally. So
we're gonna see about that.
Are you caught up on Demon Slayer yet?
I saw episode 20, but I
Yes.
didn't see 21.
I'm caught up. It's a good ass show.
Yeah, it just keeps getting fucking greater and greater.
Just saying.
It's fucking perfect.
I can talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll save it. Old Ninja, what you got populating this week?
So this weekend is the Crunchyroll Expo.
Yep.
So we're going to that. We got some work to do on Saturday.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to. I might go on Friday too.
Good.
We'll see. But if I go Friday, I won't be there long. Saturday sounds like it'll be the long day, so I'll be there. I guess the Oathbreaker will be there that day, perhaps. Put in some work. I'm definitely checking out when it drops. Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. I'm gonna try to get a few episodes in. Probably when it goes midnight tomorrow night. Definitely watching some of those. Playing some more Control. Probably gonna Twitch out some more later tonight. Definitely some more tomorrow. Other than that, I think that's about it.
Kronos, what you got?
Well, my oldest daughter is back in Michigan, so I'm kind of sad this week, but it's all right. So, other than that, not a lot going on. We're gonna work on the Infinity Base and about not this weekend, but the weekend after that.
Okay.
We're gonna get some more work done. So, yeah, that's it.
Good shit. Blue, what you got?
So, I'm doing a lot of home improvements to the sweetness in the blue house. We've been like painting stuff.
Hold
and
up, you need a new name, man. My dude. You gotta pick a name.
For what?
What?
The house?
Yeah, why don't you call it the Batcave?
No, we're still working on it. We haven't like officially gotten to where it needs to be before I come up with a name for it. But
Okay.
So it's still
I'm-
the back end.
I've been working on my office, and yeah, it's gonna be a fucking back cave. But it's funny, the sweetness, she doesn't know yet, but I kind of been doing Jedi mind trick with her, and so...
You got that giant penny, didn't you?
No, I'm working on it.
Damn.
Still working on it. But no, like, the color scheme is pretty cool. Like, we kind of agree on paint colors and stuff like that. It's kind of
Black and yellow?
Nah. But yeah, we're just doing that this weekend. Hopefully I can make it out to Country Roll on Sunday. I have a friend's kid's birthday is on Saturday, and then I have another friend who's going away. They're moving to Texas because it's cheaper out there.
Way cheaper.
Yeah, and then also the fantasy football league that I'm part of that I don't play in is this weekend too. It's a lot of fun though. I play a spectator, so I like to hear these fools shit talk with each other. But yeah, that's about it.
I'm definitely going to Crunchyroll. We're going to have some good interviews and whatnot. I'll be there on Saturday. I'll try to meet up with some people. I'll try to go to some panels and do some fun, dope-ass shit. I'm going to find me one of these chicken-ass sandwiches because, goddamn it, they do look fucking delicious. And I'm going to try Sniper Elite. Oh, and one more thing. I'm finally past, I think, the first season in Shippuden, I think.
Okay.
They're on the bridge with Orochimaru. And the and Lady Chiha is dead.
When he gets his he goes 4 tails, right? I think.
I've seen two or three tails.
Okay.
Yeah,
He gets a little crazy.
Yeah. So I'm still progressing.
So you know what the Akatsuki yet or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know all about.
Yeah, that's like the longest story arc, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Once you get introduced to Pain, you're like, whoa.
Look, I'm just glad to see Orochimaru again. I was like, goddamn, I like this dude.
He's still around even in
Naruto?
Yeah.
Okay, good shit. All right, take us out on Ninja.
All right, we're Black and Black Times Infinity. Check us out
Infinity.
on the interweb at BTNBTI on Twitter. That's BTHANBTI on YouTube. Black and Black Times Infinity. Our official website binheadproductions.com/BTNBTI. Player FM, Stitcher, Amazon. We have an app on there. Go ahead, download that. And then on Radio Republic, we're on there. And then on Twitch, twitch.tv/BTNBTI. We're on there. Check us out. And then Apple Podcasts before it goes away.
Sierra, let's play some Black Ops. Zombie mode.
I'm down. Let's do it.